Hello and welcome to Century of the Year, a very special episode of Movie of the Year, the only podcast with the science and the drunken screaming to count down the top 100 pop culture moments of 2019. This past Saturday was our 7th annual Century of the Year, where Taylor hosted 3 teams that they had to drink a shot of beer every minute on the minute while talking about various topics. We want to thank everybody who helped make it special, the Unnatural 20s for counting down the top 10 moments of the last decade, producer Dave, Josie Becker, who's also a brewer at Common Space in LA, which you should try. It's a really good brewery out in the LA area, and the poet and comedian Derek Brown. If you're one of our generous patrons, patreon.com/yourpopfilter, you're going to hear some music, and then the audience warm-up trivia game, which was a lot of fun. And then the show starts. For everybody else, the insanity begins right after this.
Are you guys ready for your first minute? Drink! January 2nd, just when we thought network TV was dead, The Masked Singer becomes a Boffo ratings bonanza, raking in a fifth of the viewers of a new episode of Seinfeld in the 90s.
Why?
I haven't seen any yet, guys.
Nor have I.
Josie, do it.
Josie, please.
The thing is, I've seen maybe like half of an episode, and
Expert.
really, what you would think is that it's like there are singing, maybe someone wearing a mask, but in reality, it's like these weird packages of like this is things about this person that you should probably guess or not guess, and I don't understand the appeal. I don't understand why anyone would ever watch it, but you know. They are
It is
wearing
host Taylor's
masks
favorite show.
occasionally.
Those masks look pretty cool. They're not just
They
wearing
do
ski
look
masks, which
cool.
I thought they were going
If
to
the
do.
show was just masked people walking around being like, I'm fucking in a mask, wouldn't that be
or like a
amazing?
competition show about making dope masks, and then we get to learn about the craft of it. That'd be cool.
That'd be like on
I don't wanna
sci-fi,
see-
though. No one would watch it.
January 4th, move over Kylie Jenner because Instagram has a new queen. It's an egg, and it has 54 million likes.
54 million likes.
But have you seen that egg?
It's a good-looking egg.
It's a good egg.
It's a nice-ass egg.
All I heard was that there's an egg that has a lot of likes. What are we talking about?
50 million likes on Instagram, more than Kylie Jenner.
An egg.
An egg.
So the thing is, there's an egg that has a lot more likes than Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
And
This
that-
commentary is... You're getting into it, yeah.
Is it the goop egg that goes in the vagina?
Is it a goopy egg?
That's called a penis, bro. Don't call it that.
Yeah, Derek,
That's
you're
so
like, hey,
weird.
girl, you want to see my
We
goopy
don't
egg?
say the
my
word
goopy
penis
egg.
anymore. It's canceled.
Do you think Kylie was hurt because of this?
Yeah.
Her billions of dollars wouldn't comfort her about
She
this
just
egg?
wiped her tears off with her millions, saying, but I thought I was self-made. I think that was last year.
Have you seen what this egg is and why it's so much better?
It's like an egg-ass egg.
It's like a beautiful hard-boiled egg.
Drink!
January 6th, behind every strong celebrity at the Golden Globes is a great woman holding a tray of Fiji water.
That was this year. The
Yeah,
Fiji
it was
girl
a long time
really
ago.
took off. This is the longest year. Do we say that every year?
This has been the longest show so far of Cody. So you guys feeling that?
That water's some good-ass water, though.
You
Is
do?
Fiji your favorite bottled
Oh,
water?
heck yeah. It's from the other side of the planet.
Give me, right now, I need to know producer
Top
Dave's
7.
top 7 bottled waters.
Oh, good. Okay. Let's see. Fiji.
Sure.
Smart. Fiji. Smart.
So let's not ask Dave questions
Yeah,
anymore.
maybe he needs some more of that smart water.
Something from top, I guess. You know, it spins.
No, the thing is, the audience is right. Tap water. It's a fucking sham. In the 90s, they didn't even bottle water and sell it. You don't need it. Just drink from the tap. You're fine. You fucking...
The water in Modesto has lead in it.
What'd you say, Dave?
The water in Modesto has lead in it.
Did you guys
Yeah.
January 15th, the first meme of 2019 is the 10-year challenge, where celebrities would put pictures of themselves in 2009 next to themselves in 2019.
I mean, this is sort of bullshit because celebrities, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
If we didn't do it, because we...
If you're still famous from 10 years ago, it's because you look okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get on out of here. We're done with you.
I did it a month ago because I'm not a celebrity, so I didn't know to do it in the beginning of the year. And it's so
Our
you
1
not a
month
celebrity?
challenge?
to fun to look at them. No, the 10-year challenge is just way late. But it's so weird what parts of yourself you hate from the past and the present. I know some things improved, but some things did not at all. And it is
Go
it's
through the
so
list.
weird to hate
Top
different-
7 worst things about you
I
now.
do prefer my neck now.
Uh-huh.
My
Really?
neck then really
Yeah,
went
your neck has come a long way.
my neck
dude.
is hidden by my beard, but then it
Yeah.
was just neck straight into chin.
Uh-huh.
You look like Jones, my dog.
But only the top half of my head was fat. Like it was just a real oblong.
The
Hey
rest
Arnold.
has filled in now.
Yeah, it's
all
at least
fat.
shapely, and then everything else just is straight garbage, neck down. I was a thin little boy then.
Drink! January 15th, Jersey Shore's The Situation reports to prison to begin his 8-month sentence.
I mean, he's back in the news, I guess, so that's good for him.
Yeah, you really got to keep the cycle going. If you've been on the news for a while, you got to go commit some crimes, get back in prison.
Do you think he's going to do okay in jail? Careful with the answer.
Right before he gets shanked, he goes, "There's going to be a situation."
No, like, think about this.
Yeah.
Like, what were they good at? They did laundry. They
Gym?
went to the gym and they tanned.
That's
Josie, there's a
prison.
specific order you say those things, and you're putting them out of order.
Did I really?
Yeah,
What
it's
is the
GT.
correct
Josie,
order?
you know it's GTL.
It's gym, tan, laundry.
That is
You
true.
don't
That
do
is-
laundry if you've not yet gymmed or tanned.
that is
That's a
absolutely
situation.
fair. And that's the shit he knows. I don't know. I'd be,
Yes,
I'd be
prison is
terrible at
all
prison.
about going to the gym, doing
Yeah.
your laundry, and getting yard time.
He's
gonna
been
be
practicing his
perfect.
whole life for
That
this.
is what they do. He's gonna get so ripped.
And we know he can have fun when there's no TV and no books because they're not allowed to do anything fun in jail.
No, I think they get some TV.
Do you think the situation can read?
I think
January 18th, the Armageddon of our time leads to the deep impact of 2 different movies as Fire Fraud and Fire: The Greatest Party That Never Happened debut in the same week.
I love this story.
Break it down.
Classic tale of 2 movies that did the same exact thing many years ago. Armageddon, the actual Armageddon, against the other movie about the meteor, which was called
Ants.
yes, both destruction movies.
Was that an ant?
I agree.
Yeah, that was Woody Allen for Mans.
I watched both these movies back to back.
Which one was better?
It was the one with the guy who said he had to blow a lot of people for water.
He was like, "Hey Roger, you got to go suck this guy up to fix it." He went, "Well, I guess I gotta."
To get Blink
really need this
182
job.
here, I'll do
You
it.
need a workhorse on your team.
And it wasn't even Fiji water, which is the craziest thing.
What
Tap.
would,
It's just
Evian?
lots of tap water.
what would have made those movies better?
Armageddon's. Like, I would say meteors flying in.
Sex?
February 1st, thanks to Greta Lee and Russian Doll, we spend the next 6 weeks endlessly repeating Sweet Birthday Baby.
Sweet birthday,
Baby.
Wait, so now we talk about this for a minute?
Yeah, we gotta talk. No, we do it over and over and over again, but learn different things about ourselves every time.
The worst part about that is that you have to die every single time.
Is that the worst, or is that what we all hope for right now, Dave? Not you.
That Dave dies?
I'll just come back and start the day over. It's not so bad.
I don't
the
know. Of
song
all the
that-
days, you want this day to start over and over?
I mean, at this point, I've had so much practice. I should have known more than 2 waters.
Yeah, that's your biggest mistake in life. You're like, oh, next time I'm gonna know 3, and then I die, and then I know 4 waters. You know I'm gonna remember Evian that 4th time.
When you're in a Groundhog Day situation, you have to learn some lesson to like fix it. And his is learning names of waters.
Well,
It's a slow process.
Dave seems like the kind of guy who's like, well, water's good for you. I should at least know 2. He has not touched a drop of water in years.
You guys ever see that video about the lady who drinks her own urine?
Drink! February 3rd, football fans were confused when SpongeBob SquarePants was part of the Super Bowl halftime show. The internet lobbied for Maroon 5 to play a SpongeBob song, and their compromise was to play a 5-second clip of the cartoon.
I didn't know this was happening, so it was confusing.
That's a great compromise. Here's 5 seconds of the cartoon.
The compromise is when everyone is the most happy, right?
Yeah,
And that's
dude,
what we were as a
anytime
nation.
Maroon 5 is playing, it's a
That's
compromise.
so happy. That's a
Everybody
compromise.
has compromised
Compromise
in
your
so many
morals.
ways to make this happen.
But I want like a sexy tatted up version of Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea. Just like Adam Levine just like rubbing his nipples,
I've
dancing
always
up on
felt like the
SpongeBob.
original song is very sexual.
I just want to make it clear to everyone that you
Who
can
lives
just
in a pineapple under the sea?
you can just say the term "rub your nipples" without demonstrating. We will know what
No.
you mean when you do
It's
it.
a tick I have. If I say rub my nipples, I
I'm
have to.
gonna
doing it.
rub
I
them.
can't.
I'm trying not to, but rub my I can't.
Rub 'em.
For those at home, Mike was definitely rubbing his nipples in a counterclockwise.
Yeah, you're anti-clockwise all the way, bro.
You spin the other way.
It depends. If you're south of the equator, you
Right.
spin 'em
Nipples
that
go this way.
I spent some
Yeah.
time in Australia, so I do it.
Now time for the Unnatural 20s 2010s Moment of the Week.
Hey everyone, Books here from Unnatural 20s. In 2010, everyone was talking about King Tut's missing penis.
It was, I couldn't stop talking about his penis. Everybody came to me as a kid and was like, have you heard about that penis? And I was like, I've heard about
It's
it.
missing, guys.
Did you see the signs? They were everywhere for the missing dick.
Okay, so listen. This happened in 1968. 2010, we finally gave a fuck about King Tut's missing penis.
Because it shone the light of who the homie that took his penis and was like, no, we're going to give him a bigger penis because he's a legend.
That's a true homie, though.
King Tut had some real friends
Don't
looking
you
out
wish?
for him.
Yeah, don't you wish you had a real friend that came in and switched your dick out when you died?
That was the pact we made, and if you guys don't do it, I swear to fucking God.
That friend must have seen in the future. They were like, he's going to be in a museum someday. We can't let him have his tiny dick. Listen.
Gotta have that.
We gotta have big dicks forever. Am I right? I want it mummified. In like its own little like.
They didn't mummify it well though, because when they discovered his dick was missing, they discovered it fell off in the sand next to him, which is the best thing ever.
February 5th, Liam Neeson states in an interview that he spent some time trying to find and then kill the black bastard who raped his friend.
Liam, buddy, what is up? Ha! I'm just gonna pour shots. You guys
You're brave.
I don't know. My brain's still kind of on this whole like dick swapping thing from.
Let's talk about King Tut's missing
I
penis.
feel like there's a cottage industry that's being ignored. Like not only dick swapping, but can we get in like breast implants for like corpses? Like really just getting into.
I think you're.
Also, how much should we talk to Cassie after the show about how people walked up to her when she was a little kid and said, "Where's the penis? Have you seen the penis?"
And as an adult, she was like, they must have been talking about, those were archaeologists. They were talking about King Tut.
Indiana Jones is out there.
We don't need to unbury any trauma.
That's like the second day in archaeology school is just like, hey, by the way, we haven't found this penis yet. If anyone can go and find this penis, that'd be great.
It's like the math problem in Good Will Hunting.
And one janitor's like, here's your dick.
February 14th, Alita Battle Angel is released, looking like it was edited on iMovie.
iMovie? What do you mean?
I went to
because in Alita Battle Angel, they have big eyes.
Oh, iMovie.
I went to an Alita Battle Angel escape room they offered in Los Angeles where they'd give you tickets and you got to try and experience yourself as a person inside the movie before anyone saw the movie, so none of it made any goddamn sense at all.
How big were your eyes?
Huge!
I heard that anybody in the theater watching the movie was basically in an Alita Battle Angel escape room.
I haven't seen it.
Because it wasn't good, Taylor, because it wasn't good.
Suck it, Taylor. It's not good.
It was a good movie.
Come on, it was a good movie?
I had a great time!
Okay. That always means got a hand job in the theater, right?
I did watch it afterwards, and I did love the references to Rollerball. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but that was pretty juicy.
Chris
that was
Klein's
like
Rollerball?
a souped-up Rollerball.
Chris Klein's Rollerball?
No, the like the 80s movie.
Alita was great. February 15th, Khloe Kardashian breaks up with NBA player Tristan Thompson when he is seen on Instagram hooking up with Kylie's best friend. This creates an opening for the 13 remaining NBA players who haven't fucked a Kardashian.
Do you guys think we still have a shot, the three of us?
With an NBA player?
To be in the NBA? Yeah, look, if you're in the NBA and you don't want to fuck a Kardashian, I do think we're probably your demo. We are the most opposite of them ever.
Of NBA players.
And Kardashians.
We're like if Kardashians were in the NBA. That's roughly how we play basketball.
Yes.
Just on our knees.
I was going to say tiptoes because of heels, but on your knees with the basketball shoes on your knees because you also want to be short.
Also, isn't Tristan Thompson, like, okay? Like,
But-
didn't they used to hit superstars?
I heard his penis is bigger than King Tut's penis.
Is it?
Well, they at least know where the fuck it is. And Kylie's
friend.
February 21st, Jussie Smollett is arrested for kicking his own ass along with two men he hired to help him.
Look, sometimes you just love Liar Liar so much that you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to act out the best scene of Liar Liar.
Did Jussie Smollett say I have to find the black bastard that did this?
Are we sure that we totally know what happened with this?
I don't think so, but
There's
let's
been
make
an
jokes
awful lot
anyway.
of narratives, yeah.
People were hired, people who hired the people who said they were hired. It's very confusing.
This is a Ryan Murphy, like, American Crime Story show. This needs 10 episodes on FX on Hulu.
Yeah, because this is like it's either a conspiracy to make him look like the biggest liar ever, or he's
the
biggest
liar
ever, right? And I feel like both sides have had moments where they're like, "This proves that we are right."
But
And
it's weird. Like, it was going to get sent to, like, Congress. Like, it's weird how, like, this is just
like
a
in a
dumb
bill?
TMZ thing. Why is everybody investigating? Just be like, who knows? And I don't understand why it took the national news.
well, because like you could either believe like the Chicago cops,
Never.
Drink! February 24th, Olivia Colman won the Oscar, but Lady Gaga stole the show when she eye-fucked Bradley Cooper's brains out during their live rendition of Shallow.
Guys, this is so weird. This is so weird. It's like that the night my mom met my stepdad. It was so creepy.
It was on stage at the Oscars.
I feel like that's a little strong, though, right? Like, this is not your mom level of awkwardness. This is more like, hey, wow, they're so cute together. Isn't this nice? That they're able to, like,
it was
share a
no,
moment?
dude.
Yeah, it was. They're good
Sure.
actors.
But who hasn't eye fucked before?
Their eyes came out of their head and touched each other.
Yeah, their
weird.
eyes 69.
I know you do, but. And it took away from all the other wonderful stories at the Oscars, I'm sure, that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, the Oscars were a magical time had by all.
Impeccable flawless year.
Do you guys still have Shallow stuck in your head?
Low,
Is
low,
that
low,
one song? It's
low.
like, shallow.
That's the one, yep.
You're so shallow.
Still in my head.
Drink. February 24th, Billy Porter hits the Oscar red carpet in a tux gown.
I want it so bad. I want to wear his outfits. Every one of his outfits are so fucking glorious.
I guess of the three of us, you would pull it off the best, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I just think the fashion was bullshit, but then is it kind of like wearing a painting?
Is he wearing a painting?
Is fashion kind of like I'm wearing someone's creative piece here, and it's not bullshit. It's like wearing a painting.
I think so, because so often you're like, you couldn't like lounge at your WeWork because we're all poor and that's where we have to work in that outfit. But yes, I think it is wearable art, and now runways make so much sense.
And some paints are more expensive than others.
And some paints are more expensive.
Like, what if it has glitter in it? That's going to cost you money.
That's going to be and puffy paint, to get those perfect balloon
It's like
letters.
4 layers of paint for one price. Anyway, he looked great.
Here's what I want to say about fashion.
Uh-huh.
You know, according to my research,
February 24th, after winning his first Oscar, Spike Lee attempts to jump into the arms of a 72-year-old actor. The actor mostly catches him, but reveals a few months later that he can't run at all in the film Captain Marvel.
Just be careful. If you're about to jump in somebody's arms, make sure you know whose arms you're jumping into.
I usually do it blind.
Yeah. Just run backwards.
Dave closes his eyes and does a triple sow cow just into whoever might be there.
And then some judges off to the side either put up like 1s or 10s or whatever.
But it's baffling. You always hit a 72-year-old, no matter where you are.
I mean,
you're a magnet.
Not my fault. Everybody's old.
You work at an old folks' home. Like, you should know
and
that.
you jump into their arms. Like, how are you?
They should jump or slowly crawl into your arms.
Oh, they do. You know, they jump and slowly crawl into my arms, and
That's
then
'cause
I
if-
just do it back.
That's because of your invention, your wheelchair catapult thing, where you eject them out of their seat.
If they're bad.
Drink! February 28th, bored parents enter the Cheese Challenge, which involves throwing a Kraft single directly at their baby's giant head.
Yeah.
This is the only reason I know to have a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta, like, just own your kids, dude. Like, do it while you can.
You little monster are taking the best years of my
Yeah.
life. Fuck yeah, I'm throwing Kraft singles at your big fat head.
Babies are beautiful and wonderful and everything else, but also they fucking suck.
And have
every
giant-
once in a while, you just want to throw cheese on them.
Plus, that target is so big.
Yeah,
like, they're
dude.
all head.
And it just hits them and they're all like, ah.
And like
they don't know what the fuck to do.
You can't hit your kid anymore. You can't
No.
threaten them with a belt anymore. So
No.
goddamn it, throw some cheese in their stupid face.
Get some cheese on there. The problem, though, is that in the videos, the babies weren't being bad. I think it would have been so much better if the babies were bad and it was just punishment.
A lot of times they were just being cute and looking up at their parent. and the
You don't
parent
know
was
what
just
happened
pelting them.
before that they hit record.
Oh, yeah.
The body cam was off. Who knows what could that baby did something fucked up.
Can you imagine how many people were almost about to throw cheese, but they were like, oh no, the body cam's still on.
Yeah.
I better get that off.
Drink! March 4th, Krusty the Clown's half-brother Luke Perry dies at age 52.
Oh, guys.
Ryan,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm okay. Very important person in my life. He was my James Dean. He was my Jimmy Dean, the creator of that sausage that I love. This was a big deal for me. He had been there my entire life because he was born before me.
You modeled yourself on him.
Yes, I did.
You only
I had
dated
sideburns
women
for a long time because of him. I only look at people like this.
You
because
hid
of
your
him.
baldingness with a pompadour like he did.
Don't fucking.
You hung out with high schoolers when you were
What was your
42.
favorite role of his?
I mean, it's Dylan McKay.
Uh-huh.
Dylan McKay is the badass of high school.
But not, what was that, Buffy the Vampire Slayer that he was in, where he was the
Do you mean the
bad
true
boy?
Buffy?
The true
Yes!
Buffy?
Way better than
Yes.
the TV show?
No, fuck, what was his name?
He's not, that is insulting.
And then, of course, he
and-
was also Archie Andrews' dad.
Yes.
Archie
Fred!
lost his dad.
We miss you, Fred.
R.I.P.
Drink! Now time for the Unnatural 20s 2011 moment of the night.
All right, so 2011, it was a good year, right? Hi, this is Caitlin from My Natural 20s. And 2011 was the year where we didn't give a shit because the honey badger was the biggest thing of the year.
Honey badger don't give a shit.
He don't give a shit and he eats snakes and gets poisoned, but he still lives and he's so fucking cool.
I feel like if you graduated in the class of 2011, this is your spirit animal for life.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And none of us here graduated in the class of 2011, right?
No,
Definitely not. But the honey badger, would you guys agree, is the coolest fucking animal ever to live?
It's pretty cool. Narwhals are pretty dope, though.
Narwhals?
I was gonna say like otters have a lot of greatness, so
It's pretty dope. Do you think? Okay, so put a honey badger against the entire Avengers team. Who would win?
honey badger.
Honey badger!
That's right, because he don't give a fuck. But also, this is all we have for 2011. We did graduate in 2011. We were fucked up on Mike's Hard, and I just bring this up because Mike and Ryan were old. They're old, and I don't know when they graduated.
March 6th. Can I get cancer in my pancreas for 200, Alex? Oh, come on.
What the fuck, Taylor?
I
What
didn't
the
write
fuck?
these. I didn't write
What
these.
did you do?
Can I get staples in my pancreas? What do you say?
I'm sorry, Taylor. One more time. Can you
Say it again.
Can I get cancer in my pancreas for 200, Alex?
You're the worst.
He's a national treasure.
You know what? He's not that great.
What the?
You will eat those.
Yeah.
You will eat it like
Yeah.
a delicious dick.
Are you telling me you like Pat Sajak, you Wheel of Fortune loving motherfucker?
All right, hold on. Just a little bit of host rivalry, right? You guys do
He's
hang out
Canadian.
on the weekends. Also,
You don't do that.
He seems to be okay now, though, right? Like, is he still hosting?
It's
shows?
why he lost his mustache.
He's not doing.
Yeah, he's leaving the show.
When he
Cancer
lost
always
his
comes back.
Aren't
we all?
I met
I
Ken
love
Jennings
Alex.
once.
You met Ken Jennings?
Ken
Talk
Jennings,
about it.
and he saw the poetry show. He's like, "Hey, I don't know a lot about poetry. Could you tell me what's good right now?" It's like, you don't know something.
March 12th, from Full House to the Big House, Lori Loughlin is going to prison.
Look, grew up watching Full House. You look at that whole family. Who's going to go to prison? It's Aunt Becky. You know she'd get dirty.
And it's because of that fucking dirty husband, that dirty Greek
Yeah.
husband. Uncle Jesse made her go bad.
Did you say dirty Greek? Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, we're still
I'm
allowed
not
to be
saying he's
racist
dirty
against
'cause he's
Italians
great.
and Greeks, right?
I'm just saying that fucking Lori Loughlin was totally fine until Uncle Jesse rolled around with his Rippers. Is that his band name?
Yeah, Jesse and the Rippers. Her mercy. Anybody who's super into Elvis in the 90s is a fucking creep.
Yeah. He's I can't handle it.
Let's go to Dave in the booth for some more commentary.
Yeah.
I mean, because that was the time when you understood who Elvis was throughout his life, and Elvis was always gross, and we didn't really know when we were younger.
When we was kids.
March 25th, the fourth year of our lives owned by J-Lo begins here when she gets engaged to New York Yankee Alex Rodriguez. They like each other because their nicknames are the first letter of their first name and the last syllable of their last name.
It just makes it so much easier to keep track of everything. They both have a lot on their plates.
Do you think their officiant said, "Do you, J-Lo, take you, A-Rod"?
And did
Bing, boom, real quick.
We out.
Right out the door. They both get back to their businesses.
Did Jennifer take his first syllable? Is she
J.A.?
J-Rod now?
They're the low/rods now, right?
It was such a crazy marriage of like, oh yeah, like I guess we still care. We remember who these people are.
Alex Rodriguez has just really hung on, you guys.
Yeah, he
He's
really
like
has.
nobody has ever liked him, and he is still around.
See, he's one of the 3 MLB guys I know.
Yeah.
It's Mark McGuire,
Mark McGrath, right?
Napoli,
Napoli. Mike Napoli is one of 3.
Mike Napoli, whose butt I've slapped, and A-Rod.
And A-Rod. Those are that's kind of like the Mount Rushmore.
Right?
Of the MLB.
March 25th, North Bergen High School premiered Alien the Play. Ridley Scott ended up donating $5,000 for an encore performance, even though he has way more money than that.
Well, I mean, how much is he supposed to give, Taylor?
Hey, you know what? I think he's probably at least a billionaire. Give away all that money.
Did you guys watch any of this?
Do you know how much $1 billion is? Like, I just
Yes,
wanna...
I do know.
It's all the money. It's beautiful. It's such a magical.
It's gorgeous.
As somebody who's tried to do creative things and only failed at it, what these kids pull off is tear-inducing for so many reasons.
There was the scene where the alien comes out of the chest, and there's like a huge like blood splatter, and the crowd just started cheering as if it was like like a singer hit the high note. They're like, "Oh my, we love this." And then when the xenomorph, it comes from the back of the stadium, that's just how you do plays, right? Just have people come from other doors.
Yeah.
And everyone is just freaking out and screaming. I love those kids.
March 31st, rapper, community organizer, and all-around good guy Nipsey Hussle is murdered in broad daylight outside of his clothing store.
R.I.P. Nipsey.
This is a big one. This was because this was a person that we actually didn't want to die. You know how like Taylor wants Alex Trebek to die?
It's so
this
bad.
Is different.
This is one of those sad things. I learned who Nipsey Hussle was when he was dead, and so now I'm his biggest fan, and I get really angry at other people because that's how I roll.
Like how that's how we like Kurt Cobain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now I like him. He got shot.
The guy who was friends with
But he
Dating
didn't
Girl
get shot, I guess.
He did get shot.
got shot.
By Nipsey Hussle, I think.
All around nice guy.
Dave, your Nipsey thoughts?
I don't know who it is.
Thank you.
Apparently, he's a nice person who got killed last year.
Yeah, it was really sad. He did a lot for his community. I definitely knew all of this before he died.
That's why you got that tattoo.
Nipsey, I'll find out who you are someday.
Drink! April 3rd, Kathy Lee Gifford retires from the Today Show. Her co-host is sad, forcing everyone to baby Hoda.
Come on, dude. What are you doing here? Derek, your Kathy Lee Gifford thoughts.
I believe that her time with Regis was her strongest showing. I believe that she made Regis stronger and kept him on TV longer than he wanted to. I believe she is the best part of that show. And I believe Strahan left at a great time.
Man,
all that show's ever been is Kathy Lee's legacy.
When I said Derek, your thoughts, I thought you would have 0 thoughts, but you had
so
like
many.
9 thoughts.
I fucking roll on KLG.
It feels like Derek's about to be part of a trial about Kathy Lee, and he's preparing his witness testimony.
Out of order. You're out of order. But really, I thought Michael Strahan was great, too.
He was great.
April 8th, former Smallville star Allison Mack pleads guilty to charges pertaining to her involvement in a sex cult, an offshoot of NXIVM.
Nexium.
This
right?
was
Okay, cool.
insane.
This is a crazy story. This story has all the things we want in a podcast.
Wait, is this the secret world of Allison Mack? Is that what we're talking about?
That's the documentary name for sure that comes in next year. I fucking loved Chloe in high school. She was my girl. She's part of a creepy sex cult that really takes advantage of a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's no good sex cult. Sometimes people are like, hey, join my sex cult. It's one of the good ones.
You always think yours is the good sex cult. We're different.
No.
But then someone starts getting branded with somebody else's initials, and you're like, you know what? This is like all the fucking sex cults.
Wait, did they consent to that? It doesn't matter. Power, man. Talk about power manipulation. They never get it because if the cult leader wants to do it, you're gonna.
Also, this guy's whole belief system is just Scientology. He just took Scientology and redid it.
But with the stars of Smallville. That's so much better.
Well, yeah, because Scientology gets the real stars, so off fucking brand Scientology gets
This is
Smallville.
the CW Scientology.
April 15th, Kim Kardashian lets the world know that she has to disconnect with many people in her orbit. The reason for this Instagram announcement? Kim is going to become a lawyer.
This is going to be good, I think. This is what the world needs. I think she's just going to scream and yell about Kathy Lee Gifford and her various partners and get stuff done.
Have we gotten any follow-up to this story? Because I feel like that came out and everyone was like, aha, you're going to be a lawyer. But, like, is she in classes? Or does she have, like, classmates that are like, holy fuck?
Law
Kim
school takes
Kardashian.
Are there
forever,
group
Josie.
projects that she's a part of and
Is
people have
she
to
in
deal
a
with that?
law
I love
school?
those law school group projects.
I feel like,
How much puffy paint do you need to make this briefing?
like, that has to have been a thing that would come up, right? Like, you're in Harvard Law, you're looking to your neighbor, and you're like, oh, my God, it's fucking Kim Kardashian.
You think she's at Harvard?
Look, Elle Woods got into Harvard. If you can get
Elle Woods. No, fuck you. Elle Woods. I don't care that she's not what you think of as a lawyer. She's a fucking great lawyer.
It's just
And family connections.
Kimmy K is such a closed-off person that...
April 23rd, Netflix sends a new printer to the Pop Filter office, making the staff wonder if Santa, with Rudolph, brought the printer as an early Christmas present. The staff freaks out, wondering if they're even going to get anything this year.
Couldn't hear over the laughter. Something happened at BuzzFeed?
BuzzFeed got a new printer.
Is this just going to be the best show of the year, Mike?
I think you should leave.
Yes.
I'm talking to the people talking in the corner. I'm not saying the answer, but yes, I think you should leave is also the best show of the year.
Oh, it is.
Because are we even going to get anything this
We
year?
don't even know if we're going to get anything this year.
Nobody related. We all bonded so hard about what Party Hardison did in that sketch because we all try to be funny at work, and work hates us so much.
It really does. But it felt so long since we had gotten a show like this. Like, since we were kids, or like the 90s on Comedy Central, since we got a sketch show that was like this stupid and this silly. You know? I love the show.
Drink.
Snarfing down pig dicks.
Now for the unnatural 20. Now for the unnatural 20s 2012 moment of the week.
Hi, I'm Caitlin again. And 2012 was the year where we decided to live and watch a 30-minute video about Coney. And
Are you
it
saying,
was Coney 2012.
Are you saying it was only 30 minutes of your life? Because it was a lifestyle for me. I was determined to get Coney.
If you want to make something happen, target Christian youths. And it's going to take over the fucking world.
Okay, I had 4 goddamn bracelets. I had white, I had red, I had green and purple. I supported 4 children, and I was
Committed.
ready. I was going to paint that night, and I was going to get Coney. And we're here tonight. We're going to get Coney.
None of us knew who Cody was.
I still don't know who Coney is. I couldn't pick him out. If you put Coney in front of me, I wouldn't know what he looks like, but I was ready.
But we're going to get
We're
him.
ready
And
to
we're gonna
get him.
die for him.
We
for
gotta
getting
get him. That's all I know. And because we put that poster up at our college, that means we totally got him, right, guys? And that money totally went to killing or taking him down, right?
Okay.
Yeah? I
But
don't
on
know.
a real note, we never caught him. And are you guys down to
It
get
was
him
about
out
like a
quickly?
children army, right?
Also, I looked it up. Kim Kardashian is apprenticing because you don't need to go to law school to get pass the bar exam in California. April 26th. On your left, says Sam Wilson, as everyone ever comes back to destroy Thanos in Avengers Endgame.
Guys, come on.
How many times did you guys cry in Endgame?
I didn't.
Your producer Dave. We're supposed to be such good friends, but god damn it, I hate you so much.
No, I was gonna cry when.
Oh, you had it on your agenda?
Scheduled it in. Thursday night, 9 p.m.
when
Dave cries.
Hawkeye jumps off the thing, but then she saves him, and then she jumps off, and I didn't cry.
Is this the most important filmed moment of our entire lives?
Yes, of the On Your Left and Avengers Assemble. My wife just leaned back while Ryan and I could just grab each other's hands and weep harder than we wept at our father's funerals.
Our fathers had a co-funeral. It was weird.
They were also very close friends. It's how we met. We didn't like each other at first. It took a while to warm up.
It was a conjoined coffin where they could hold hands in death.
They were weirdly close, which is where we get it from.
Drink! April 28th, the world receives exactly what it never knew it needed. A little girl kicking the shit out of Bill Hader.
A little what now? Oh, yeah, is it from Barry? Yes. Oh, yeah. The little girl that goes crazy on him. That was a very good episode of a very good show.
I thought I was caught up on the show, but apparently I'm fucking not.
Yeah, if you have not seen this,
Okay.
then
Put my
you-
fingers in
yeah.
my ears.
Yeah. There's a little karate girl who does really good karate on Barry, and she's hard to handle.
For most of the shows that we like that we think are good, like they sort of like set their standard and then just hit it every week and that's it. But Barry does not do that.
Yeah.
Like, this episode proves that it's top 3 on TV, I think.
And I took karate as a kid, and I have to say, in a lot of ways, I think she's better than I was.
Could you take Bill Hader?
A lot of ways. No, I just got through like the 3 different blocks, and then I was like, I'm done with karate. Now I can block any attack that comes in because I can block high, medium, and low.
I fucked up all those, and they're like, "Do you want to test for yellow belt?" I was like, "I didn't join karate for tests."
April 30th, the first Sonic the Hedgehog trailer comes out, and a nation casually says, ew, but whatever. Paramount Pictures apologizes profusely and says it will fix its teeth and eyes, something they should have said about Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I think this is about Sonic.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's definitely about Sonic. Why is this a thing now? Like, there's the Sonic thing, and then the Cats had the whole bit where they had to redo the film coming out. It seems like
I have very important opinions about Cats and Sonic, and I want to be heard.
It's I think part of it is the people in power don't actually think the people who do the real CGI work matter. So they're like, get it faster, get it faster, get it faster, and then they turn out bullshit, and they're like, wait, what the? Can you make this look good, please?
Faster than Sonic?
Faster than
That's impossible.
Who was that? Shadow the Hedgehog? Nobody played that fucking video game.
I did.
Of fucking course you did. That's your hedgehog. That's who represents you and your generation, Taylor. I'm too drunk already, guys.
Yeah, no, you're not bidding anymore.
I like Knuckles.
Drink! That hedgehog had a gun. May 4th, highlighted by an emotional tribute to Chris Farley, Adam Sandler returns to Saturday Night Live. He hopes it will be the highest profile hosting gig of the season.
This is
Go.
sad.
What?
It was sad to watch, I guess. I shouldn't have interrupted you because I had nothing to say.
Oh, Adam Sandler hosted SNL. That's where we're at.
Yeah, and then later he launched his Netflix special, and that was absolutely gorgeous. Even you think he'd be scared to do a bunch of goofy jokes, and they did those, and they did the heaviest, beautiful tribute to Chris Farley. Nothing's funny about it. It was beautiful to the max.
It's worth checking out?
Yeah, it's so good. It's so juicy. If you like goofy,
I love goofy.
fun,
A goofy movie? Love it.
jacked up humor like that, where like Billy Madison made sense to you, then it's tasty.
More than anything else in my whole life,
Yeah,
Derek.
Billy Madison, it makes the most sense.
Shampoo finally sings. That's what you want.
All I want to do is hang out with kids.
He talks to
In a cool way. In a cool way. To teach.
May 5th, Kylie Jenner breaks Mark Zuckerberg's record, becoming the world's youngest self-made billionaire at 21 years old.
And why is this again? Do we know?
Makeup?
Makeup?
Perfume?
Put it on the
Grab
table.
a brush and put on a little makeup. She wanted to.
I get so makeup or like does she have an app? She got one of those apps.
But
I'm just my mom. I'm now just my mom.
The point of contention is self-made, right?
Yes.
One of the richest families in the world had a self-made billionaire. Let's talk about how wealth distributes.
The sass is getting juicy.
It's not makeup; they're lip kits. Okay, it's a very specific type of makeup.
No, please. What is a lip kit?
It is a kit that you use to.
Okay, that is okay. Webster's does not let that happen.
No, it is. It's a take lipstick and then expand it into like multiple colors and shades and different types of brushes in order to make the coolest possible lips.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Drink! May 6th, move over KJ Apa because there's a new ginger smoke show named Archie. His name is Archie, and he's a royal baby.
Taylor, you're not allowed to call babies smoke
Yeah, I don't
shows.
think you can say
you
that
can't tell me
babies
I
are, like,
can't.
hot.
I know just because some people pierce their baby's ears, that means you think they're fuckable. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm sorry. I know we shouldn't reveal behind the curtain what Taylor says when the mics aren't on. It's not okay.
Come on.
Every time that Mike says that he's super drunk, that means in the next minute he's not gonna like slow down, but he's just gonna hit it even harder.
Gonna do it all the more. So royal baby.
Royal baby.
Are
Royal
we
baby.
the kind of people that care about a royal baby?
Nah, but I didn't know
Must have
anybody
Taylor,
was.
I guess.
But like, because I think this is 2020, not 2018. Harry, Meghan, and little baby smoke show left, and people are mad at them.
They're
Take
gonna
care
miss
of
that hot baby.
Hey, look, you gotta. The British tabloids are disgusting. Take your baby smoke show out of their eye because they're gonna try to run them off the road like they did Princess Di.
It's
You
gonna
gotta
be-
protect that kid.
No way.
May 8th, on this day, we get the most important baby of the year, and it's us. Snapchat releases its baby face filter, creating the most on-the-nose, hat-on-a-hat story of 2019.
So I would say that there is one true. Did you guys do this yourself?
I don't use Snapchat. I'm old.
I don't use Snapchat. I'm old.
Okay, cool.
Ryan, tell us how young you are.
What are the young people into these days?
There is a clear king of the Snapchat babyface filter, and it's Stephen A. Smith. Because if you make that guy's face look like a baby, but he's still screaming the things that he screams, it is wonderful to watch. I watched a clip the other night where he was screaming about how, like, I think it was Lamar Odom, and going back to the Kardashians, he was screaming about Lamar Odom is on crack, and it's a tiny little baby. It's a little smoke show baby screaming about this NBA player on crack. Anyway.
What's your Snapchat handle?
I can't handle it at all. Taylor.
It's at I can't handle it all. It's very clever.
May 9th, after Britney quits her Vegas residency, rumors begin to swirl that she is being held against her will, possibly at a mental institution. America comes to her rescue by creating #FreeBritney.
She was just hanging out with Allison Mack at a totally fine group gathering.
We can't do anything until HBO releases a documentary about it. That's when we, like, if there's no R. Kelly or Michael Jackson documentary, then we just pretend that nothing bad is happening.
Those are just whispers until we have the proof of documentary. I didn't know. I
had a sex dream about Britney Spears last week.
Was it juicy?
How juicy?
She was super sane, and I was acting crazy.
Was she bald or long-haired?
She was brown-haired.
Brown-haired.
The way I dream
Risque.
of her. The way I wish she
Was
would
that
be.
Snake from Toxic there?
No, but the Kevin guy was there.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
The
it
choreographer.
Kevin Federline or Kevin Fatterline?
Federline, he was pissed that we were together.
Oh,
He's just outside the house going, come on, sucks.
He's like, that guy's too ripped and too good at dancing.
May 10th, in no small part due to the Sugar Bear hair fiasco, YouTube superstars James Charles and Tati Westbrook's feud hits its peak.
Oh, and we have Dave for this one. Good.
I need anybody who's under 25 in the audience to come up here and talk about Sugar Bear YouTube. What?
What is Sugar
We have an
Bear?
old crowd. All right,
Okay.
let's talk about Sugar Bears.
So-
Taylor, take this minute.
From my understanding, James Charles is like a makeup YouTuber, and also Tati Westbrook is a makeup YouTuber, and somehow James Charles didn't give her credit for a thing, and so there was beef between them, and then
And so their YouTube channel started having a fist fight?
yes, a digital fish fight, Dave.
You said fish fight.
Did they put
These makeup artists slapped each other in the face with fish.
because they both look very feminine.
But I love they do
Jack slang.
They do makeup tutorials.
Yes.
Then,
And
let's
they
get
have
in a
makeup-
fight.
And they have makeup lines. Drink! May 12th, HBO's premiere show comes to a close as we finally get to see the series finale of Veep.
I thought this was great. Did you guys watch Veep?
I never watched any Veep, and I always felt like I was totally missing out on something very
What the
important.
fuck?
It was so. I watched the first most seasons. I'm down 2, and I feel real bad about it. Like Greg should.
Yeah. Oh no, I trust me. I feel terrible whenever I haven't seen something.
It's so funny. It's so fucking funny, and so many times vulgarities. It's like that's not funny. You're just saying fuck. But the way one of Elaine Bennis, the funniest person we've ever met, Selena Meyer. Eventually, I'll remember her real name.
Julia Elaine Bennis.
Thank you.
You get the
Julie
assist on
Richard
that
Dreyfuss
one.
is one of the funniest fucking people, and she is underrated. It's such a good show.
She's
Greg.
in the Pop Filter Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
is.
look
She
over those
definitely
Funko
is.
Pop dolls. She's
No,
gorgeous.
it's located in an off-site
What the
facility.
fuck are you doing?
oh yeah, we're recording.
Burbank Studio.
There's statues made of her.
We got some time to kill now, guys. What do you want to talk about?
My
I
Girl?
guess we shouldn't talk about like one of the most important comedies of all
Drink!
time.
Now for the Unnatural 20s 2013 moment of the year.
Hey guys, it's 2013, and I realized there was a lot that happened this year, but unfortunately, there was something big that happened in Caitlin's life, and I just want you all to know that I'm genuinely sorry for this bit.
We didn't plan for this.
The Jonas Brothers split up, guys, and it was really hard for me personally, and I know a lot of people, and probably everyone here was affected by the Jonas Brothers splitting up because it really broke all of our hearts. Am I right?
Okay, McKenna, that was about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so what I
alright, we're
really
good.
care about is, do you remember when those pandas were born at the zoo?
Okay, do you remember that they came out the size of fucking butter sticks?
Oh my god, they were so cute. There's about
They were
5
so
of them,
tiny.
and they shipped them over to China.
Do
Then
you
we had
remember when Nick broke up the Jonas Brothers?
I cannot
Yes.
stress how little
So baby
everybody...
pandas are really
We
cute.
thought that
and
they were just
take-
going to be solo careers, but instead they're ending forever. But don't worry, guys, they come back in 2019. Spoiler. It was just a year of breakups for everyone. Fall Out Boy was never apart.
May 17th, between John Wick 3, Always Be My Maybe, and Not Touching Women in Pictures, 2019 is declared the year of Keanu Reeves, an entire year after Pop Filter predicted this and put him in their Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
we knew
we
that,
are
right?
geniuses.
Yeah, we did it. We
Yes,
did
us.
it.
Yes, us. Yes, us. The Keanu Zance is the best of all the Sanses.
And he's the most untouchable person on the planet, right? Like
He
he's
won't
the
touch
best.
you, so we can't touch him.
I got nothing on Keanu. I mean, Speed.
Talk shit, Josie.
Speed was
Talk
a
one
fantastic
shit.
mo-
Wait, was
Keanu
Speed the
Reeves-
last?
The last
Not
movie
even the-
I saw with
not even the
Keanu
Lake
Reeves-
House?
About what now?
Not even the Lake House?
The fuck's the Lake House?
Oh, it's beautiful. You'll weep. You'll cry. They send letters
so-
across time.
You've never fallen in love then. That's fine. If you've never seen The Lake House, then you don't even know what love is.
Okay, but like, we can all agree, Speed is a fantastic movie.
It very
For
is.
sure. You step on that step,
Thank
it
you.
blows up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's just a beautiful soul.
Drink! May 17th, out with the old, stick with the young, Sheldon and the gang say bye, Zynga.
Let's talk about Keanu more.
Yes, you know he has a motorcycle company, right?
A company?
A company where he took all his favorite parts of a motorcycle and he invented his best sort of version of a Triumph, and it costs a lot of money, and it's made in Santa Monica.
Can you list your 5 favorite parts of a motorcycle?
Yes,
Seat, first
the
of all.
handlebars,
Saddlebags.
carburetor, catalytic
Carburetor's a
converter,
good one.
stickers.
Oh, I love stickers. The
And-
hilarious shirt that says, if you can read this, the bitch fell off not okay in 2020.
And
Hilarious
forks.
in 2018.
Yep. He is better than what we're talking about.
Bazingas? Yeah, Bazingas
Yes.
sucks. fucking nerd minstrel show. That show was worst.
I didn't think any other TV shows would have a catchphrase like that again, like "hubba hubba." Or
Yeah, they're like, we need. You know what this word means? Urkel.
Drink.
Bad news.
May 19th, whether you love it or hate it, whether you never saw a second or binged it all every year, whether you thought it stuck the landing or sucked the landing's dick, Game of Thrones is over.
Guys, I'm so happy for this.
I haven't seen final. So
Step
no,
up into the mic,
no
Dave. That's good.
spoilers.
No spoilers. This is on you. Leave the fucking room. Look, here's the deal. The show got bad 4 years before people started saying it got bad. And it was
Hipster.
never great anyway. It's a good show. It's really, really good. But it was never fucking the best show on TV, idiots.
I'm just glad that I hope that this is the last minute of conversation that we have about it. Let's say goodbye to it forever.
I don't know if you know, I'm pushing my glasses up. I read the books in high school, so yeah, I'm really sick of talking about Game of Thrones.
Reading sucks. Reading sucks. Reading sucks.
So HBO has a better show now, though. The Watchmen is the best show on TV, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better than Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So
Watchmen's better. Let's name all the shows on HBO better than Game of Thrones.
Also Spookies.
Arliss.
May 23rd, move over curvy wife guy. Cliff wife guy is here. YouTuber Sean McBride tweeted, I watched my wife fall off a cliff, and then we all watched it as his wife Ginny, for no reason, dropped 6 or 7 feet as her family screamed.
Yeah.
She had a reason.
She legit fell off a cliff.
I love my Cliffy wife.
Not every cliff is 400 feet up in the air. Some are just 6-foot cliffs.
Is that
She's
a
on
cliff?
her feet, and then she's on her butt,
Yeah.
and then just
Yeah,
falls
she
down.
fucking falls off
She's
the
like
cliff,
a
man.
4-year-old.
And you know what? The guy's appraisal of it was very accurate. My wife fell off a cliff. Dude,
Wait,
bro,
tell
that's
me
what
one more
happened.
sentence about that.
Yeah.
I can't. I really did
man.
just sum it
She
up.
sort of sat down.
I'm not going to gaslight
And then
her.
fell
Say
off a
she
cliff.
didn't fall off a cliff.
And it was only 6 or 7 feet, but I feel like I know what it would look like if it were 400 feet.
We're all married
you
men.
can fall off any type of cliff.
If y'all wives fell off cliffs, would you tell the world?
Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is that, the world needs to know about this. The world needs to know that I filmed my
You at
wife
least-
fall down.
You at least check on her first, right?
May 23rd, the internet still can't get enough of Cliff Wife Guy as Twitter has begun writing songs about the brave man who stared at his tumbling wife. Here's one classic from @Perrine. It goes like this. The 4th, the 5th, I watched my wife fall off a cliff.
It's a sexy song. Headcanon is her whole life. She's like, motherfucker, I'll never fall off a cliff. And that's why he posted it. That's the only reason I could think of you posting your wife falling off a cliff. She was a real asshole.
It also is the future of their relationship. She's walking next to a ledge. She's like, whoa, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it again. I'm fine.
It's just a curb.
How high does the cliff have to be before you don't post it?
5,000 feet.
Half Dome, Yosemite.
4,999. You're like, you know what? The internet still needs.
It's not
All of us
funny.
expect something from me.
I think it's funny. I just don't know if the world think it's funny that you fell off one of the tallest mountains in California.
Drink. May 23rd, because the world no longer makes sense, Netflix surprises us in the middle of the night with an extended visual poem/musical about Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco.
This was fucked up. This is weird.
We need more poetry. Baseball poetry. Thank you, Netflix, for fucking understanding our deficiencies in America. Poetry is lacking. We need to know that Mark McGuire should be a member of Lonely Island.
Who are poets?
Yes.
This short makes it so that now the only way I give high fives is by putting my arm up to somebody else's arm. It hurts a lot.
I think he owned the Abbey in Seal Beach, that beer restaurant. Yeah. No one knows this, but yeah,
The
I believe he
documentary
did.
crew?
No, and Mark McGuire. Right.
And he sings for
And
Sugar Ray?
Now that bar is disgraced too.
That bar's never going to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Drink! May 29th, Bob Iger, George Lucas, Billy D. Williams, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford helped launch the grand opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
It's bullshit because there's no Captain EO. What the fuck are we doing with that erasure?
Yeah, let's bring Michael Jackson back into more prevalence.
Have we ultimately decided this is pretty much a flop, right?
I mean, financially, I think, but you're the only one of us.
Yeah, you've been 18 billion times.
Oh, yeah.
You think
Well-
it's a flop?
No, I like it. I think it's very cool, but the fact that people stopped coming to their park for like 8 months
In
around
protest?
its opening. Just because they thought like it's going to be so crowded, everyone's going to go there, so then nobody showed up. Or the other theory is people don't give a shit about Star Wars. That the people who do give a shit about Star Wars give a big shit, but that most people
in a mean way on the internet.
Yeah, we just watch it to get angry.
That's why I watch everything.
Like Fox News.
But
if Disneyland would have a Fox News land,
I want
that,
Tucker
I
Carlson
would go on those rides.
the ride. You just spin around in a bow tie and get real fat and red.
June 8th, Star-Lord marries the daughter of the Terminator in Montecito, California. Anna Faris publicly supported the marriage as the rest of the country supported Anna Faris.
Yeah, she's the best. She's better than Keanu Reeves.
She's better than everybody. Have you guys seen Happy? Everybody should watch Happy. It's adorable.
I feel like we canceled Chris Pratt, right? Like he's done as a human.
He went to that like church.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
that,
in
like,
a really
that one
bad
church. Yeah.
Okay, time out.
What?
He went to. Everybody said let's cancel him because he goes to this church that's homophobic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this to the world. That's every goddamn Christian church.
Oh.
I mean, you're more than welcome to cancel all of Christianity.
that's
No,
fine. That's
I guess no. Time out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
It's
here
weird that
first.
he was like, "Hey, I used to be fun loving. Now I'm thin,
Yeah.
and I'm super into God and guns, motherfucker."
That was it, right? He lost the weight.
Yeah.
Once you lose the weight, you go a
lost
little
the
crazy.
He's
That's
like,
why
"Oh, I
will
don't need to
never
hold
do
back
it.
no more. Now I'm fuckable. I love God and guns."
June 9th, Meryl Streep makes her debut on the second season of Big Little Lies.
It was the boost the show needed, I would say.
Yeah, people hated it before.
You know, what was the movie that Meryl Streep did where she was a rock god? Where not
Ricky and the
Little
Flash?
Nicky. What was
Ricky
it
and the
called?
Flash.
Ricky and the Flash. I feel like it was a great return for her to show that sort of dramatic side where she could shine a little bit and then also let the grief come through. You know, especially in episode 2.
Do you guys know that there was a scene in that season where Reese Witherspoon
That's my wife.
whipped where Mike's wife whipped an ice cream cone right at the back of Meryl Streep's head and they cut it and we can't see it now?
Wait, have you
Oh,
seen this
go to
whole show?
Pornhub. You can
I've seen
see it.
picture.
Oh, I thought I had to bullshit about
What are
it.
you jerking off to?
Reese Witherspoon, my wife, throwing an ice cream cone at Meryl Streep's head.
Ice cream cone feet. That's what you're searching for.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Meryl Streep is still ravishing. She is still smoking.
Did you have a sex dream?
Now for the Unnatural 20s 2014 moment of the month.
All right, so 2014 was the year we got nothing done, and the proof is in the fact that we all lost our shit because the App Store deleted a little game called Flappy Bird.
If you don't remember, Flappy Bird was the game that you had to like tap, tap, tap in order to get a bird through a bunch of like, I don't know.
Pipes.
Pipes, yeah?
Pipes? I don't know.
It was also the year I planned on retiring because I got to level 120 on my iPhone, and then I sold that bitch for only like $10,000. And now look at me now, here in the studio with nothing but a Bud Light in my
Life
hands.
made because of an App Store game.
I also thought it was going to hit big with Farmville way back in the day, and I harvested so many carrots for nothing.
I feel the same
You
way about
missed.
Neopets.
Listen, we all fell hard for games, but the Flappy Bird game was like supposedly so addicting, people committed suicide when they lost. That was like a rumor that went around.
And thank you, and it deserves more light because I'm still standing here today.
Drink! June 9th, Keanu Reeves surprises guests at E3. He's there to speak about Cyberpunk 2077, the game that will officially allow him to be everyone's boyfriend, and we will no longer need each other.
Is this really a game where you get to fuck Keanu Reeves?
I hope so.
No, you do.
I
But
pre-ordered the game, so like 3 months ago. So I'm really looking forward to having sex with Keanu Reeves.
Are you a big cyberpunk guy? Like, do you like the genre?
No, I like CD Projekt Red, producers of the game.
Who also did Witcher 3?
That's correct. Yeah, and you got to have sex with people in that, so probably Keanu Reeves.
You're probably going to get to have sex with future folks in this.
and you have that thing where you taped a picture of Keanu Reeves on your TV, so no matter who you're fucking, it's just Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah, but I use that app so that everybody looks like a baby, so it's like baby Keanu Reeves.
Oh, come on. We don't.
Is that app called Smoke Show? Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
Baby of the Year app. But Cyberpunk comes out this year. And we're all very excited about it,
Very
right, guys?
excited. I've already pre-ordered, like I said. All my go to good old games.
June 15th, Palestine versus Israel, Cake versus Pie, Cats versus Dogs, Cats and Dogs versus Cats and Dogs 2, The Revenge of Kitty Galore. All still great battles. What's no longer on that list is Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry as they make up.
All right. The world is right again.
They're buddies now.
They are. They're friends.
That's so good. Because you know what? They shouldn't have to compete against each other.
There's room enough in the world for everybody.
They're both valid artists with a perspective that has to be recognized, I think.
Nope. Fuck Tay Swift, Katy Perry for life.
Really? That's a strong take.
No, real talk. The only album I've ever bought in the last 10 years is Taylor Swift's. I love her so much.
Was it 1984?
In 1989, but yes.
1989?
It was so good.
I heard the one that came out 5 years before that, and it was pretty good.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
You should really check it out. It's real, which is my favorite thing about it.
How mad were they actually at each other? Like, how bad did this
There's
get?
no way they knew. Their publicists, right? Their publicists had beef. Their publicists
They
once
hated
both
each
had
other.
a love triangle.
June 21st, the world meets Forky, the new toy with a permanent existential crisis in Pixar's Toy Story 4.
I still have not seen Toy Story 4. I just want to be honest about that.
I liked it. It was good, but maybe not necessary. I wouldn't call it like a necessary movie. Forky was great, though. Forky's the best part of it.
Forky's a Buster, right? Buster Bluth is...
He's a buster.
He's a real buster. How many back rubs did Forky try to give?
I believe he's also like the big Christmas toy, right? Like they were selling Forky's
because there was no Baby Yodas, they just had to sell
they
Forky.
Had no Baby Yodas,
and so it's just sporks with pipe cleaners.
Finally,
Think
poor
about the
families
finally
can give their families a good Christmas.
Kids these days have the kind of Christmas I grew up with.
Just think about the margins on that for Disney. Like that's just a complete profit right there.
Sporks don't get enough play in life.
Also, we have to remember that Tim Allen is the voice of Buzz Lightyear. I don't like that anymore.
Yeah,
he's stupid.
He's the last toy stand-in.
So.
Drink! June 27th, reservations for the Bell, a Taco Bell-themed hotel, sell out in 2 days. The hotel featured many taco-themed activities.
The saddest honeymoons.
Gentlemen, I feel like as I drink along through this night, I have been yelling when I don't know something and BSing my way through a lot of these, but I know a lot about this hotel in Palm Springs.
No, please tell us about Palm Springs Taco Bell.
The lounge chairs look like hot sauce packets.
The pillows look like hot sauce packets.
Yes, and then they had lounge chairs that look like mild, medium, hot, and El Grande? No, Scorcho. El Scorcho.
Scorcho's Del Taco, you fucking idiot.
El Scorcho.
Get your shit together.
A great
song
song by Weezer. A great song by Weezer.
What is your guys' favorite taco-based activity, would you say?
The Doritos Locos Tacos sex game.
And the rules?
The rule is first you lick a regular Dorito, then you lick a Doritos Locos Tacos shell.
And then you lick a stranger.
And then you try,
see what happens.
you try to figure out which one tastes like cheese.
And when it burns, you pour real milk on it, and that wipes away the burn.
July 3rd, the world begins preparation for the end times when the first footage of the Cats movie is released.
Oh, here we go.
Oh gosh, this is a bad thing that happened.
Was
to
the
us.
world surprised when we watched the trailer that like this doesn't look very good?
Only Taylor was surprised. He was like, "This is the best movie that's ever been made ever."
The trailer. Taylor's two favorite movies of all time are the Cats movie and the Cats trailer for the movie.
Look, I grew up with a family that loved Broadway musicals, but they were also idiots. So I was raised thinking Cats was one of the top 5 Broadway musicals ever made.
Dude, it was a bonkers play when it was just a play.
You walk up and sing a monologue about who the fuck you are. I try to do that as a person, and people don't like it. If you're like, this is who I am.
Is Andrew Lloyd Webber the least talented person in the history of time?
Hell yeah. He is the Mark McGuire of...
Careful. That's one of the 3 baseball players you know. And also, if you're going to play Major League Baseball and be the lead singer of Sugar Ray, I think that's very impressive.
Yeah, why would you...
July 3rd. Yes, it's time to worry. Mad Magazine announces it will cease production of new material after 67 years of publication.
Look, the world wasn't ready for Alfred E. Newman as a twink. I was ready every night, every day. The world just wasn't, and they canceled it.
I think the problem really is like who's going to like buy a magazine nowadays.
Yeah, it was probably selling the same amount as every other magazine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the store to buy a magazine.
No,
What?
it was less because it was a joke magazine. It was a spoof of a magazine. So if every magazine's dying, fucking Mad Magazine, where we all just get to fold the back page to see what picture it'll form.
Well, I never would because I want to keep that shit in mint condition.
What?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
that kind of guy? I'm sorry.
The
I like
resale
to
value on these Mad magazines, wonderful.
Did you guys have a mad phase? Like, were you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
we're all nerds who don't know how to talk to people. Of fucking course we
I was a
did.
cracked person.
Oh, what the
Look,
hell?
Cracked.com
Why?
is great. Crack the
Yes.
magazine, you're a monster.
I'm sorry, my family couldn't afford Mad. We had Cracked and silverware with pipe cleaners.
God, you're poor.
July 9th, The Office. Three's Company. Whose line is it anyway? What do they all have in common? They can suck my butt because Love Island becomes the greatest American show based on a British show.
Caitlin, do you want to do this one?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, come over here.
Hey guys, so if you want to see just a bunch of random British people that you can't understand, like go on an island and just fuck each other. Well, actually, they don't fuck each other. They just talk to each other, but they can't understand each other. So,
and sometimes they sleep
just because you can't understand them doesn't mean they can't understand each other.
They openly say they cannot understand each other.
It's a fucking impossible accent to understand.
Well, no, there's the English accent, there's a Scottish accent, there's a Ireland accent.
Yes.
Welsh? Who fucking knows? I had no idea there was so many fucking accents.
Caitlin, I didn't watch the show, but I did play the mobile game. How close were those to each other?
I wish I played the mobile game, but I have no idea.
Drink! July 29th, Lil Nas X's Old Town Road shatters the all-time #1 record, is declared better than the Beatles, and is awarded outer space by NASA.
Look.
Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, the biggest song of all time.
Look, Lil Nas X.
I hate how he says Nas. Do you hear him hit that Nas?
Lil Nas X. Is it Lil Nas? Like One
Lil
Mike?
Nas.
Lil One Mike X never cheated on his wife and tried to convince his son that he should be fucking fine with the woman he cheated on his wife with.
Are you talking about me right now?
Lil Nas X is better than the Beatles. No, it's fucking John Lennon. Fuck John Lennon.
Buddy, you're taking us on a journey.
Did you see the mic stand move over there?
Me and Lil Nas X are here to take you on a journey because we're on an Old Town Road and we want to tell you a story.
Josie, are you surprised still by like how big the song was, or are you just used to it at this point?
I'm not so surprised by the song. I do love that the song is essentially his coming out to the entire rap community, and like no one noticed.
Yeah,
so
people
he had
are
to go
dumb.
on Twitter and goes, "Guys, I'm actually gay."
Look,
And everyone's
I know I wrote a song, I'm gay.
August
New
7th.
Charlie Pride.
QQ. Fox reboots Beverly Hills 90210.
Let's go back to Luke Perry and
Luke Perry dead.
90210.
Oh, yeah. Here's my question for you guys. Who had a better James Dean squint? Was it who had a better squint when they pretend they look like they're too much sunlight in their eyes? Was it Luke Perry or Jason Priestley?
Luke Perry.
Oh yeah, no. The answer's always going to be Luke Perry
Fuck
over
Brendan.
James Dean. Over
Jason
Brendan
Priestley had a
Walsh. Are you
solid
kidding me right now?
sexual
Fucking Walsh?
eye squint, which drove the ladies wild.
You
at
have
the
a good
Peach
eye
Pit.
squint, Derek.
I'm doing Jason Priestley right now.
No.
For listeners at home, the eye squint is insane.
It's I'm wet. But fuck Brendan. Fuck
whose was
Jason Priestley.
better?
What parents name their kids the same name but different genders? That's insane.
Is that worse than dressing them in like the same overalls?
No, that's adorable. Oshkosh Bagosh, I'm for it.
Well, that's your exclamation anytime you see anything surprising.
Oh,
Now for the Unnatural 20s 2015 moment of now.
You guys, 2015 was a huge year because it was the year that an art form was born. It was when Hamilton came out and musicals became a thing. And it was the first time I ever seen a musical. I listened to a goddamn musical, and I learned about history. This is no bigger year.
So yeah, 2015 was the year that we learned that other people can like musicals aside from nerds.
Yeah.
Other people can like history aside from nerds. And musicals can talk about racism and also made us believe we could all rap.
Honestly, it was really good raps. That was all really deep stuff, but did you hear those bars? They were so good.
So I got Cassie into musicals for the first time ever through Hamilton. And I got her to remember history for the first time ever through
He
Hamilton.
was not a president. Thank you very much. This has been my TED Talk.
Listen, learning.
Caitlin, what'd you learn from it?
I didn't watch it.
All right, it wasn't that big of a thing. I'm sorry we brought it up. It was nothing, apparently.
It was a cultural movement for 2 of the Unnatural 20s members.
It's like
August 9th, with only a month left, the summer of 2019 gets its song and its title with Megan Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer.
Should we just give this one to you, Taylor?
Hey, Hot Girl Summer, right?
Those are the 3 words that describe you the best, I think.
You're hot, you're girl, you're summer.
That's me.
Are they just talking about the character from the OC?
No,
Megan?
but though she is also hot and a girl in summer. It's my sister's birthday. This is when Jerry Garcia died. Not this
You
year.
think that's related?
I guess my sister's birthday did also occur this year because it occurs every year. Jerry Garcia died so long ago.
So what the fuck is your point then, bro?
I don't know, man.
What was the thing that like made you start the story?
August 9th.
It's like a this day in a history book. That
Oh, it's my cousin's birthday too.
Taylor, didn't it like a clapback song come out to this? Like Hot Girl Bummer? Was that like a big thing?
Fall,
You remember?
sad boy, winter.
Like, remember how there was like no scrubs and then there was.
August 10th.
I don't want no pigeons. That was the clapback.
The most referenced memeified death since Harambe occurs when Jeffrey Epstein kills himself. Or did he? He didn't.
Look, I'm brave. Harambe is better than Jeffrey Epstein.
Did Harambe kill himself?
Harambe never took monkey kids to Harambe Island to fuck them.
He also never took regular kids.
Maybe if there were a fucking bunch of monkey politicians and fucking monkey producers who constantly wanted to diddle monkey kids, there would have been a monkey Jeffrey Epstein. And it's not important what happened to Harambe. It's what happened to all those fucking monkey politicians who are still fucking around and still doing all this shit.
Nothing happened, man.
I love how
Where's
brave
our
you guys.
documentary in 10 years from Hulu?
I love how brave you guys are now talking shit on Jeffrey Epstein after spending an entire show calling baby smoke shows. Who's the true Jeffrey Epstein?
Jeffrey Epstein was a smoke show. Like, I'm not going to say I agree with anything he does, but
I
handsome
don't know
young
about his
man.
politics.
But he was handsome.
You know what? The guy had a lot of money.
Get it.
Drink, for the love of God.
We're 2 minutes away from having a drink, but he just
August 14th, 4 Swedish judges find A$AP Rocky guilty of assault, a case that a wide variety of people got swept up in.
4
Jeffrey
Swedish. How many judges do you need?
The Swedish judicial system really has like it's a 20-judge panel. And as long
These
as at
4
least-
made it.
So
to the
this
top
is
of the-
light. This is actually a light
Like,
case.
this is a light sentence.
Can you just imagine like the king of Sweden or whatever
King.
I love was
saying
it-
like, "Oh shit, A$AP Rocky, we're gonna need 4 judges for this one."
4
need a
judges walk
demolitions
into a
expert.
bar.
This is also a Kim Kardashian story. Because
What?
She lobbied Donald Trump to pardon ASAP Rocky.
Yes, $8 AP Rocky.
You're so formal.
Which I believe was like.
Wait, as soon as possible, Rocky? Okay, now I understand.
Yeah. So it's like one of her projects in law school.
Well, good. I'm glad that like this convinced her to go to law school. That
August 15th, we finally get the premise for Season 2 of Feud when it's revealed that Megan Mullally and Deborah Messing fucking hate each other. The rumors begin to swirl when fans notice that they have stopped following each other on Instagram. Later, a video surfaces that shows the 2 actresses on set not standing next to each other.
I gotta say, I've never not stood next to Mike.
That's true. We only stand next to each other.
We've never been in a feud because we just stand next to each other.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Do it.
Megan Mullally, 10,000 times funnier than Deborah Messing.
Yo, that's not controversial.
But I said it. No one's saying it. No one's ready to say it out
You
loud.
cannot disagree that I said it.
Yep.
Megan Mullally is one of the funniest fucking people who's ever lived.
She
It's one of the most fun names to say.
Mullally.
Megan Mullally. Megan Mullally.
Let's
Megan
do a minute of Megan
Mullally.
Mullally.
Wait,
Fuck Deborah
is she
Messing. I love
married
her.
to
She's
Nick
gorgeous.
Offerman?
What? Yeah, she is.
Oh man, what a powerhouse couple.
Yeah, they're the best couple that's ever lived and never been a couple. Fuck everybody who's with a couple right now.
August
Not them.
19th, Katie Holmes ends her relationship with Jamie Foxx. Heads up Mark Ruffalo, third male lead of the 2004 movie Collateral.
Did you guys see the movie Collateral?
She's dated all of them. Oh my god, that's weird. That's weird.
It's a good movie though, right?
I don't know. Is it the one where the hot girl is inside the trunk of the car and there's like Tom Cruise?
That's every movie.
And like Tom Cruise, all like, "Hey, I'm Tom Cruise."
And he runs funny. More than wait. Audience member Nate said he runs especially funny. More than every other movie where he runs funny.
I mean, he's holding a rubber chicken with like an arrow going through his head. That runs funny as
He
shit.
has a fucking grease paint mustache like Groucho Marx.
He puts the eye black on the above his eyes instead of below.
I
his eyes.
love Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dave, don't make eye contact. Don't ask a follow-up question. It's gonna get so weird.
August 20th, Julianne Hough explains to Women's Health magazine that a few months after marrying NHL player Brooks Leach, she went through a massive transformation and told him she's not straight. He was confused, but is now apparently cool with it.
Look,
Because she's
based on
bisexual.
tone, the creepiest thing I've
That's
ever
the-
said
that's
is
the
that look.
subtext.
Yeah.
There's a name for that.
That's cool. She's living in her truth, and he accepts her. I thought it was a little bit more of a story than it needed to be, but it's I think it shook out nicely. She said, "This is who I really am," and he said, "I love you and accept you." So
Is
that's
it a
nice.
pre-wedding conversation though?
It's a prenup.
If you can.
No, I mean, whenever somebody comes to the conclusion that they want to like stand in acknowledgement of who they are.
The way that I read the story it was like, you know that though, right? Like, you get that, and he had no idea.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that we're having a moment here where married women revealing that they're bisexual is like causing people to react in a couple of ways. One of which is like people saying like, why does this even matter? And so I think it does matter. You should be able to like express who you are, and that's a nice thing.
Visibility matters.
I'm brave.
August 23rd, Disney and Sony begin a public battle over whether or not Spider-Man will stay in the MCU or not. They go back and forth for days before deciding that he will stay with the Avengers. Rumor has it that a late-night phone call to Bob Iger from a drunk Tom Holland helped end the battle.
It's not rumor. Tom told me he was drunk.
He did? That's good. He texted you that shit?
Me and Tommy really good friends.
We're witnessing
Look,
a
in
late
my
night
head,
drunk
that
call
was
from
a
Mike
full
right now.
sentence.
Mike, you gotta drive home.
Oh, you dare me to drink a fifth of vodka? I'll drive. Eminem.
All right.
I feel fairly confident that Spider-Man is bisexual, and I just
Oh.
want to throw that out there on the table.
Faux show.
Faux show.
He wants Mary Jane and Mobius.
Very hot.
Is Tom Holland sort of
Bisexual?
encroaching on Keanu Reeves?
Is he what?
Keanu Reeves is like throne of being the best person ever.
Hey,
is
shut
Tom
up.
Holland gonna get there?
It took Keanu 30 years. I'll keep talking.
Okay, August 24th, Linda O'Leary is charged with careless operation of a vessel, which ended up killing her husband, Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary. It's unknown which sea creatures ended up eating the core. Come on.
I'll tell you a story about Linda O'Leary.
Wait, which sea creatures did it, Taylor, do you think?
Don't make me read stuff like that, you guys.
It's the Kraken.
Yeah, the Krakens are bitches. Squids are cool. Octopuses suck. Starfish are thick.
Otters you can
Starfish got that
trust.
What?
Otters you can trust.
Oh,
what was
no,
the
otters
story
are
we just
monsters.
heard about? What just happened?
Somebody from NASA killed somebody from Aquatica.
Answer the question if you were not paying attention.
There was a boating accident and a person died.
Oh, boats are dumb. Fuck them.
Well,
they
let's
deserve
figure out
it.
What's funny about this death?
Anybody who's been on a
Wait, are you
boat
asking me
deserves
to answer
death.
that? I will.
Yes.
She clearly, there's no seatbelt in boat, so she clearly drove it as fast as she could and then hit the brakes.
Idiot.
August 26th, Lizzo tops off her 2019 with one of the most impressive feats, keeping the MTV Video Music Awards relevant, performing a medley of her hits in front of a giant inflatable ass.
Why Lizzo gotta be great? She great.
He said Chelsea great.
What the fuck just happened there? So was there a giant donkey on stage?
A
And she was-
giant dunk.
No, it was
okay.
human buttocks.
Yeah, she had a big old butt on stage.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It was nice. Liz was the best. Everybody's dumb. We watched her play flute once, and everybody would leave. I was like, we should watch her. And they were like, no. And it's like, but she's going to be big someday. And I was right.
And there's a big butt.
And then there was a big butt.
It sounds nice.
Dave, you're gonna make the best parent. You just listened to a 4-year-old tell a story and like seemed engaged the entire time. That was really good.
I can't wait till Dave have kids.
Thanks, Doge.
Look, I'm sick of his fucking parrots.
Parents?
Parrots.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I'm sick of his parents and his birds.
You
Drink! Now it's time for the Unnatural 20s 2016 moment of the time.
All right, so everyone thought it was going to happen with like the Titanic or Wolf of Wall Street, but in 2016 it finally happened. Leo won an Oscar for like fucking a bear, right? Did I get that right?
No,
Definitely.
he got fucked by a bear.
Oh, we got fucked by a bear. Okay,
Yeah.
so Leo's not as impressive as I thought he was.
I thought it was like he fucked a bear, then the bear fucked him, and they went back and forth, and it was like
Oh,
really
they
cool.
formed a relationship.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It was
Because I definitely
blunt?
didn't see the movie, but I definitely know that for sure.
Fucking a bear was a thing that occurred, and he won an Oscar for it.
That's how you win an Oscar.
Everybody was like, it finally happened, and I was like, hold up, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, hold up, he got fucked by a bear? And I had the Google alert set, and I didn't get anything on Pornhub for this. And
So
I was
wait,
very...
when you heard this news, Cassie, is this why you kept trying to get us to videotape you in the woods?
Yeah, and you guys were bad fucking friends.
You just wanted to win an Oscar.
I was trying, and you guys don't support any of my dreams. But I'm just like Leo, and give me one day, maybe I'll get fucked by something else.
Drink! September 1st, Kevin Hart's car careens off the road and into a ditch. The comedian suffered 3 spinal fractures after reportedly calling the car a homophobic slur.
Oh, come on, Kevin Hart. Why you do?
Whatever. Tracy Morgan fucked up, and he's fine.
Because of his big car accident?
Yeah, that's why
you're ripping on
Greg. Thank you, because I barely understood what I said.
Tracy Jordan.
Fuck Kevin Hart. Did I say Tracy Jordan? His real name is Tracy Morgan. Kevin Hart.
It's not. Tracy Morgan was a character.
Kevin Hart is the worst, smallest person in the world.
Literally?
He put out a documentary of look how hard my life is when I try to cheat, my friends didn't say don't. So maybe my friends suck.
And it would probably be easy to make him stop because he could just pick him up.
Look, yeah, you can pick him. He's a jockey. And also, look, if you want to cheat like everybody does at some point, maybe it is your friend's fault. But look inside. It's also your fault. That was a minute?
Yes, September 5th, Popeyes debuts a chicken sandwich that, despite being similar to chicken sandwiches available at every other fast food restaurant ever, people will stand in line for hours to get.
Look, as a black person, I am insulted that you even implied that it is the same as a McDonald's or a Wendy's.
Okay,
chicken sandwich.
it is not the
That
same.
Bullshit.
It is not the
That's
same.
Fuck, Taylor.
Absolute bullshit. The only thing it's even closely similar to is the Chick-fil-A sandwich, and Chick-fil-A is homophobic and
Fuck
closed on Sundays.
Chick-fil-A.
So fuck Chick-fil-A. Popeyes destroyed Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A had to stop donating to homophobic causes because they were like, holy shit, we
It was
gotta
Chris
do something.
Pratt's church. They had to stop
all they
donating.
got is sauces, and you can steal those sauces and not pay a dime. I've done it.
That Popeyes sandwich is so good. It is
Josie,
the
did you
best
have
sandwich.
one?
Yeah, I have had several. I have one at least once a week. It is
They're
a
tasty
ritual.
as hell.
It's a very tasty sandwich.
I love
But it's not like
Popeyes.
a bun with like chicken
Look,
in it, right?
it's-
Like,
But
Oh,
like,
you're so white, Ryan.
Drink!
Black people like me and Josie know.
Oh, God. September 13th, the year of J-Lo continues when she pole dances to Fiona Apple's Criminal and Hustlers.
Was she nominated for an Academy Award for
we
that?
don't know yet.
We don't know
We're
yet.
still
Next
waiting.
week,
For a
Derek.
Golden Globe, maybe?
She
She
was
should be.
nominated but lost
She's
the Golden
gonna
Globe.
get it. She's gonna
Laura
get it.
Dern from Marriage Story.
Not just because of that dance, which is, oh my God.
You know
but she is Michael Douglas from Wall Street good. She is
Here's the thing.
so
You know
good.
what she deserved an
Pinnacle of
Oscar
acting
for?
in a movie?
She deserved an Oscar for a movie called Out of Sight. Have you seen Out of Sight?
I've not.
Out of
She
Sight is my favorite movie
deserves
of all
an
time.
Oscar
Is who
for
I am
that
in?
movie. George Clooney? Yep. Retroactive Oscar.
Don Cheadle, Steve Zahn.
We don't have it
House
yet,
of
but we're going
Lies?
to get a retroactive Oscar.
Like Monday?
Also,
Savannah?
more Oscars for funny movies. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know where to jump in this
Thank you,
conversation,
Derek.
guys.
Thank you.
My
You know what?
my signpost I like to do every year.
Drink!
No disease movies.
So, September 15th, 2019 took a DNA test. Turns out it's 100% Lizzo. Truth Hurts, a song from 2017, hits number 1 as Lizzo launches into space and explodes into a million angels that all of us love more than our parents.
Well, our parents suck, and Lizzo's a fucking goddess.
And Old Town Road is done now, right?
Yeah, no, she
We're
was
now moving on
awarded-
with Lizzo.
She was awarded outer space. I thought Old Town Road got awarded
No,
outer space.
she was awarded outer space. You're correct. The first outer space award from 2019 was Old Town Road, and then Lizzo won the next outer space award. Every year gets 2.
Did you not watch the
outer
Spacey
space
stage?
awards.
To own all of outer space.
That stinks for a little Nas. I mean, he was only in space for like, what, 12 minutes?
But Taylor, you keep
How
bringing up...
many minutes have you been in space, David?
We've got 3 more months to go.
I know. You keep bringing up Year of J-Lo. This is Year of Lizzo, right? Like,
Drink! September 20th, the people attempt to take America back from the man when Storm Area 51 begins to materialize.
Oh, were you guys there? Did you guys prep and, like, were you
Yeah,
going to do
I
this?
was going to go, and then I didn't.
No,
I feel bad. A lot of people were counting on me.
I thought I was Area 51, but I was at Area 52. Different.
You know, but the truth is that
It
we
hurts.
basically know there are aliens now, and we have just decided that just doesn't really matter that much to us.
Well, they
X-Files-
can't help us.
Yeah, there's. I mean, we're like, yeah, there's UFOs. The Navy has videotaped them, and we're just like,
Yeah, we don't care. It's
what's Trump doing?
Australia is burning. What the fuck are we supposed to do with UFOs?
And I think that it's aliens that are doing that.
yeah,
yes.
they're burning every kangaroo you love.
Look, aliens kiss with fire.
Yeah.
And they just kissed Australia too hard.
Make you up
That is the
great
tagline
again.
for a movie. Aliens kiss with fire.
But this summer, they'll kiss too hard.
There's one kangaroo that's gonna do things a little differently.
And of course, he's wearing boxing gloves.
September 20th, in a Vanity Fair interview, Keke Palmer is shown a picture of Dick Cheney and declares that she does not know who this man is and she is sorry to this man.
Who the fuck is Keke Palmer?
All right, Josie.
Look, I also don't
You
know who she
are.
is, but you're the one who's at fault. Look, I don't know who so many people are.
Does Keke Palmer know why she's famous? Like, she says things in this way, and everybody like freaks out. She was like, "I really was just trying to admit that I don't know who this person is." And everybody's like, "Yeah, that's hilarious."
Time out. Who Keke Palmer?
Nobody in this room.
But we know who Donald Rumsfeld is, bitch.
And then didn't Billie Eilish get in trouble because she didn't know who like the Rolling Stones were? or
Look,
something like
young
that?
people are young. They don't know who old.
Yeah, it's
You
okay.
don't need to know who Van Halen
don't
is.
need to
Like,
know that.
That is not necessary
It's
information.
not going to come up on a test.
Drink! September 22nd, the year of J-Lo continues when she spends Fashion Week in that green Versace dress.
Y'all remember that green Versace dress?
Hell yeah.
Here's the
Taylor,
thing.
show us right now.
I don't have that.
He's
picture.
in
I
it.
thought you were gonna wear it.
He's wearing it.
Hey, pull up the clip.
I'm not going to do that. We don't have that screen.
Look, everybody knows they love side boob, but inner side boob.
Also, nobody loves an audio clip
SpaghettiOs.
of somebody wearing a dress more than I do. Listen to it, sachet.
Is
But,
it strange that everyone was like, "Oh, this is very important that a 50-year-old woman shows that she can be sexy and look good in a green dress," and I was like, "She's never gonna not look good." 80-year-old fuckable sex-tastic, super
Look,
not
Derek,
able to
every
sing
time you
but
get in a
act
mic
her
doesn't mean you
butt
have to
off.
write a poem.
No, as I drink, I yell. And now I'm mad that no one understands.
That's your
I'm gonna
next
bring
book title.
J-Lo made in Manhattan.
Jesus Christ. September 24th, Phoebe Waller-Bridge grabs a marg and a cigarette as she kicks back in a chair after Fleabag kicks the shit out of the Emmys.
I like that picture of her after the Emmys because she's smoking a cigarette, guys. What happened to smoking? Let's bring smoking back.
Oh, the
Smoking
one
is not
cancer
hot.
monger loves talking about smoking.
Oh yeah, it's not hot. It was never sexy. You thought it was sexy when you were a teenager, and it wasn't sexy then. It's not sexy now.
Okay, I feel
No, it
like
was sexy as a teenager for sure.
you
Well,
doth
teenagers
protest
are
too
stupid.
much.
Teenagers are stupid.
Teenagers are stupid, which was why they're hot.
All right.
Hey guys,
All right.
stop me from drinking. I just met Ryan. Ryan as a teenager to now is hot. What are we talking
That's
about?
obviously what you meant. Please say that in court to an actual judge. I just meant my friend
I
Ryan.
regret to say this, but drink. September 30th. Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin get married for the second time in a lavish Los Angeles ceremony.
Justin Bieber, guys, he's marrying.
Love. They just love each other so much.
They did it for the second time. They didn't even tell us about the first time. That's fucked up.
So did they get married and divorced and remarried? Or
No, they just did like a secret one and then like a big publicized one.
Okay.
But now he's in the Baldwin family.
Yeah.
Is that the
dude.
family you want to
Is
be
this is this the Baldwin daughter that he called up and like called a pig?
in? Is it the same one? No, that was Alex's daughter.
Uh-huh.
And this, I think, is Steven's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So, no, I don't want an Alex
This is
daughter.
the Ron Baldwin. Okay. This is a lesser Baldwin brother?
Yeah.
Wow. That's rough. But bad move for Justin Bieber.
Yeah. But, I hope they're happy. I think that Justin Bieber's turned a corner. I think that he's growing. I think he's more mature of a person.
He's a man.
He's ready
not
to
a
be
hero.
responsible like a man.
Drink! Now it's time for the Unnatural 20s 2017 moment.
All right, so we're about to talk about the biggest events of the year, right? So 2017, something amazing happened that really affected all of us, and it was the fact that Unnatural 20s started and released their first episode on December 4th.
Hey, so I don't know if anyone likes podcasts, and if you do, You should maybe skip the first 50 episodes of our show.
Maybe you shouldn't listen to the one that was dropped on December 4th, 2017, but skip 50 episodes later and check out on Natural 20s.
And that was our plug for the show. Thank you for putting us on here. If we want to get real, in 2017, War should have ended, you guys, because one, obviously our show launched, but if I pull my head out of our ass, do you guys remember that Pepsi commercial with Kylie Jenner when she ended war?
It was peace, right? No, she didn't just end war. She ended every racial conflict.
Every racial war?
Ever.
And we started a podcast.
Drink! October 2nd, Rod Stewart made a surprise appearance at the wedding of normal people named Sharon Cook and Andrew Atchison. After the ceremony, Stewart toasted the newly married couple as he had everyone raise their glass of a gallon of semen.
Look, those are not normal names.
Yeah, gallon of semen is not a normal name. Do you guys know the story about Rod Stewart?
Gerbils?
No, it's not. It's not always gerbils.
Gerbils is Richard Gere.
Joseph Gerbils?
So Rod Stewart drinks his own semen after sex?
No,
Who doesn't?
He after a party he drank
no?
a gallon of semen, which we all do, and had to have a stomach pump to get that semen out.
How
'Cause
do
I think he would have got pregnant.
How do you gather a gallon of semen?
That is a good question,
listen,
Josie,
okay,
and
I
I'm
have
giving
an
you a
answer.
step-by-step instruction.
With your mouth.
With your mouth?
Yeah.
Like you're just going around like a human milking
How do you gather a gallon of semen with your mouth? With your
All right.
mouth?
Drink!
Okay, thank you.
October 4th, Martin Scorsese doesn't watch Joker, a movie that opened today.
Derek, did you see Joker?
I did see Joker.
And
I felt like I was really impressed with
Bye.
Joaquin's ability to change his body and also
His
to
soul.
capture the death of a mother in a beautiful way.
Yeah, mothers always die beautiful. I'm going to put my microphone down. Ryan can describe what I'm doing. Look, Joker was a bad movie, but Joaquin was great.
All right.
Here's what he did.
I'm dancing.
All
I'm dancing. I'm in the front of a used car lot. I'm inflatable. Oh, nipples
There was
being tied.
only one bad thing about Joker, and it was that Robert De Niro did not want to be there.
There's only one thing bad about Joker, and it's what we just witnessed.
No,
There's
no,
only
he
one
rubbed
thing
the
bad
nipples.
about Joker is that Todd Phillips
It
fucking
rubs the
directed
nipples.
it.
It put the lotion in the belly button.
Everybody should lotion everywhere. You're all ashy, even if you don't know it.
It's too easy to hate.
October 6th, in an attempt to fight off the reveal that she might be a terrible boss and a terrible person, Ellen DeGeneres heads to an NFL game to hang out with George W. Bush.
How does it?
No.
Wait,
Guys, no.
I know what boss everybody loved. It's George W. Bush. I'm going to go hang out with him, and everybody will love me.
It's kind of a flip flop for W. Bush, though, right? I mean,
The
it's
WWW
not- like,
Bush.
He's not going to hang out with her.
Look, when I reveal him out of a box, he doesn't start wars. But when I'm alone, he definitely does.
Apparently, they're pals, and they hang out a lot.
George W.
Lot of
Bush
people
was an
the
awful
same.
president. He was not good at his job, and he's awful.
That's a good rap. War crimes, Donald Rumsfeld. Everybody was lied to. War for oil.
Drink!
No.
October 7th, jumping on the Tide detergent bandwagon, Glenlivet releases Scotch Pods. Fans of the Scotch are livid.
So it is like in a little edible pouch, and it is like 1 ounce of scotch. Yeah, and I think you're supposed to put it in your mouth and then
And your
like,
laundry.
break it with your tongue. Yeah, just like a Tide Pod.
That sounds
all the
hot.
things you do with a Tide Pod, and then your mouth is just suddenly full of scotch.
That's, I mean, how
And a
different is that
membrane.
from drinking scotch?
It's like getting a blowjob, or no,
With scotch.
Like getting a blowjob.
giving a blowjob to Scotch. Like the idea of Scotch.
I'm so sick of fucking scotch heads being like, oh,
Yes.
you drink with a cube? You don't like scotch. That's what you've heard, motherfucker. What? Just drink it however you want to like it. I don't know, Taylor. I'm just talking.
I have to say,
Please don't react to Mike.
I think it's wrong to drink it out of that little thing.
Drink what you like to drink. Everybody should just drink as much as they can drink. Nope.
October 18th, Jennifer Aniston joins Instagram and gets to 1 million followers in less than 6 hours. This is probably in part thanks to her first post being a picture of the 6 friends hanging out, even though Ross is in the picture.
Oh, man, I have said before that I don't care about Game of Thrones anymore. I care about Friends less. Guys, let's move on.
Please, let's all move on. Also, it was a really bad picture. It was like a blurry photo from like someone's cell phone from 1999.
Aniston had a big book in her nose. Like, what are we doing here?
What a weak man is Ross.
Hey, I need you to change your opinion about this. I need you to pivot.
Pivot the couch. Pivot.
Do we have a timeout though? Can we take a timeout?
Can we take
I
a
would
timeout?
love to. I'd love if
I'm
we were
the
on a
Hanukkah
break.
armadillo.
We're on a
break. I forget my son.
Is that There Will Be Blood?
Wait, was There Will Be Blood about Ross?
October 21st, Jennifer Lawrence marries someone named Cook Maroney.
Taylor, is that a very good name?
That is absolutely a hashtag very
Yeah,
good
you
name.
might be thinking that's funny, but he's actually a real tenderoni.
Is he a cook?
Hell
No,
yeah.
I mean, I think it's cool for somebody to come up to you, a stranger, and say, hey, I'm Cook Maroney, and I'm a real tenderoni.
I'm Cook Maroney. My name's Tenderoni. Everybody loves my Oscar Mayer bologna.
No one's going to turn down that pickup line.
No one's going to turn down.
No, you can't say no to that. You're like, wow, that's the most
please,
clever thing I've
everyone
ever
in the
heard.
audience, turn that pickup line down.
Jennifer, you were in Winter's Bone.
If anybody ever...
You were in a good movie once.
You had your face melted by an asshole director in Mother.
If anybody...
you
If
can
anybody
handle
runs up
this.
to you and screams, I'm a real bologna, get the fuck away from that person.
No, I'm a real tenderoni.
October 21st, Kylie Jenner, in a very honest, organic moment with her child, sings Rise and Shine.
I don't understand why there's so much of this Kardashian stuff. Why is there so much Kardashian stuff?
Oh, you've never kept up with anything.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, what's the big deal?
They have big boobs.
What's the big deal? What's the deal with these Kardashians? They don't drive in cars, and they've never dashed it into anythings.
So Dave, do you remember how she said this? Does anybody remember how she sang it?
Who sang what when?
The thing that he talked about.
The Rise and Shine one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rise and Shine.
That's very good, Greg. It's basically Rise and Shine.
That's what made it like have staying power.
Yes.
Is that how we should treat our children? Just to sing like that to them?
Or cheese 'em.
Or cheese?
Cheese them.
You know what, baby?
Squares
Get
of cheese
cheesed.
in their head.
You know what?
Song, but tomorrow,
Drink! October 29th, despite being basically cut out of The Rise of Skywalker, it is announced that Kelly Marie Tran will have a starring role in 2020's The Croods 2.
Oh! Cruz!
So, obviously, Rise of Skywalker is one of the worst movies ever made. But setting all that aside, what a mean, terrible, cruel thing to do to her. The best part of one of the best Star Wars movies, The Last Jedi, shut up, everybody. Especially Nate. She became the heart and soul of the franchise. In that one movie.
Kelly Train.
And
Kelly Train.
the movie can suck if it wants to. That part doesn't bother me personally. But to fucking push her to the sidelines. And she looked sad in every fucking
Yeah, no,
second.
she knows
that
it.
she was
She's
in
sad.
the movie because they were being so fucking mean to her because Russian bots told us that we were supposed to care. Nobody even really did care.
But J.J. Abrams had the bravery, the audacity to say, like, what are you, an Asian girl? Go stand over there.
November 1st, Apple gets into the TV game, debuting with 3 hotly anticipated shows, including that one Apple Plus show, and then also those other 2 Apple Plus shows.
Does anybody watch Apple Plus?
My coworker says Dickinson's great.
Thank you, FriendBot. I'm sad that Mike moved away, but at least I have FriendBot to keep me warm.
I'm going to be so hard.
So not only did J.J. Abrams write Kelly Marie Tran out of the movie that she so deservedly needed a better storyline in, but they had this BS excuse afterward that, oh, we just wanted her to act with the heart and soul of the movie, that is Carrie Fisher, who was already dead before Jedi even came out. And then they just like had her act with the corpse of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, it's a weekend at
Unburied
Bernie's.
her, acted with the corpse.
My theory
Smells so bad.
November 12th, 11 days after Apple Plus debuts, Disney Plus, or as it's better known, the home of Baby Yoda, debuts and breaks all of the records.
All right, guys, we got Disney Plus now.
Carrie Fisher's never dead.
Hashtag Carrie Fisher, never dead.
Should we know? Well, what do we want to know about Baby Yoda? What's this fact?
Yeah,
What do
his
we want to
fucking
know?
past?
Like, do you have the inside scoop?
What's he
Yeah.
been into? He's 50 years old. He's lived a life.
Have you guys watched Disney Plus other than Mandalorian? by
I've
the way?
watched one episode of High School Musical, the series, the musical, the series.
Hey,
That's Caitlin's Jonas Brothers.
On Disney Plus, there is a Christmas movie with Bill Hader, and I thought this was going to be awesome.
Did he shoot
It
people?
was
Noel?
really, really bad.
Yeah, it's all dumb. It's all dumb bullshit.
You know, it's like, how much money do you got to pay one of the best actors on TV right
What
now?
I would do if I was Disney Plus is have Baby Yoda walk at the bottom of the screen of whatever you're watching, like Wendy's.
This is
and
Baby
press their
Yoda.
button.
Or
have
a
Baby-
little ESPN pop-up.
I've watched Song of the South.
And now for the Unnatural 20s 2018 moment of today.
All right, you guys, we made it all the way to 2018. We started
No,
this in
fight me for
2010.
Fuck
With-
you.
We started it with a fight right now, but we started it trying to find a penis, and then in 2018 we realized the penis was in all of us. That was right. BDE was a thing. We figured out who had big dick energy. And
Clearly in 2018, we lost all appropriate adjectives to describe ourselves, right? Like, we couldn't figure out how to describe who we are.
So yeah, just had to see how big our dick was, like if we had big dick energy or not. Or Ariana Grande had to come in and just be like, "Hey, Pete Davidson has the biggest dick out there."
So it was really the year we all set ourselves up against Pete Davidson.
yeah, everyone had to compare.
It was just a big dick year.
It was a big dick decade.
Big dick decade.
Real quick down the line between your pop filter BDE, who has it?
Oh,
Drink! November 15th. Elizabeth Banks thinks maybe there could be a Pitch Perfect 4 as she looks at the box office returns of Charlie's Angels.
No. Who has a big dick on your pop filter? You think we're gonna fucking talk about Elizabeth Banks right now? Haberdashery, who has a big dick right now?
Mike is
Don't.
Mike's at the level right now where we found out at the end of Roger Rabbit that Christopher Lloyd was a cartoon. That's how
What?
we 19.
Okay,
What?
I personally feel like there's two tiers. The first tier is just Taylor, and it's the biggest dick that
Greg's dick
that
goes
anybody
to
in the
below
room
his shin.
has seen. And then we are all in our own tier, and it goes Mike, Greg, Ryan.
Oh no, I'm fine with that.
And by tier, it's really just like when we look at each other's wieners, we shed one tear.
Yeah. No, I have always, and I'm on record saying this. I personally just think Taylor has a butte. I just
Yeah.
do.
No,
It's kind of magnificent.
Taylor's dick is just down to the thigh.
This is the start of the best rap I have ever heard.
I'll continue later.
No.
When he puts it in, it'll
Please
make you
don't.
cry.
November 18th, 2018 superstar Pete Davidson moves on from his relationship with Kate Beckinsale to then date 18-year-old Kaya Gerber.
What the fuck?
Oh, the Gerber baby who grew up.
Do you think she looks older or younger when you use that baby face app?
He has to have the biggest dick of all time, right?
Has to. I think it's on record as being like fairly large.
Like, is it like a? I mean, how does he handle that? What's it like to have a big dick, Taylor? Tell me.
Ouch.
Crohn's
Pete
disease?
Davidson, come on. He has so many tattoos, and he's almost not funny. Oh, keep going for a minute? Okay. I remember how the game goes. Dave, have you ever hooked up with Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah. He's a lycanthrope.
November 18th, Taylor Swift lets her fans know that she is in her worst case scenario in which someone named Scooter owns all of her recordings and she can't play old songs at the AMAs.
So much of this is because his name is Scooter. Like, that's a kid on a skateboard with like a slingshot in his back pocket. Like, what are you going to do, bro?
Scooters are worse.
Josie, do you like...
Okay,
Josie,
so for
do
the
you like Taylor
audience,
Swift?
Mike just said Scooter's the worst and left the building.
Yeah.
Did he puke in the studio?
He said scooters are the worst, and as he said the worst.
All I know about T Swift is that lesbian Twitter is all about her trying to figure out whether or not she is in fact a lesbian, and we have no answer.
Hasn't she missed her window to say?
I mean,
I feel like the world was ready for her to say it, and she didn't.
Yeah, she definitely like kind of bitched out the opportunity, but she definitely also draped
Well, we didn't say
herself
that about
in
Julianne
drink.
Hough, though.
November 22nd, Frozen 2 is released and becomes the highest-grossing animated movie of all time. It will be the 7th Disney movie to make more than $400 million domestically.
Guys, Disney owns the world now. Like, this is it. We're all done. There's no more companies.
Yeah. Disney is the girls and women described by Beyonce. They run the world now.
Here's what
That's just the way it is. Are you personally worried, like as two gentlemen who love the arts, are you worried one company having almost like a monopoly on them?
100%, yes. But they
Yeah.
have Marvel, so I don't care. Yeah, they're fine.
But do you worry that they'll eventually cheapen Marvel because they try to make everything like homogenized?
I don't know. They make Marvel better, but Star Wars, terrible.
Yeah.
They have, like, really stepped in the poo-poo.
I think we must realize it's
Oh, someone from the audience, I think in jest, said maybe Star Wars wasn't that good to begin with. But I have to imagine that was a joke, and a joke in poor taste. A joke in poor taste.
Look, here's what we know.
There are easily five.
Here we go, Derek.
Drink!
Pete Davidson
November
has a big
27th,
dick,
there's no
and his
longer exists
career-
a place where the sun don't shine as perineum sunning becomes all the rage.
Yeah, right. Like you're out in the sun, and you put your butt in the air so that the sun can hit it. I think I get it. I wouldn't do it because I would never be naked anywhere. Like there's not even parts of my house I would be naked in.
No, yeah,
so
like-
I couldn't imagine being like outside of walls and then not having like many layers of clothes on.
know,
When I
Greg,
take
I
a
could
shower,
not
I'm like,
disagree
hey,
with you more.
toilet, don't look. Like, I'm so weird. about it.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get through it, but then I'm gonna put them all back on. I promise.
I find that clothing is extremely restrictive, and if it were socially acceptable, I would be naked at pretty much all times. The idea of sending my perineum up on a rock is just all of my fantasies rolled into one little ball.
Well, you can do it now.
It's socially acceptable.
We're living in the future. You
Some
dreamed.
rich white lady said it's okay, so it's all.
And I think if it's okay for them, it's okay for everybody else, right?
We know Pete Davidson has a big dick. But
We're done. We got to move on.
oh, sorry.
December 3rd, Elon Musk debuts his new truck to thousands of jokes. He throws a metal ball at its unshatterable window, and the window breaks immediately.
Okay, doing it once, it's like, man, you must feel so silly. But then he's like, let's do it again. And the guy seriously takes the ball, and he's like, oh, man. And he does it, and it breaks again a second time. A second time.
My friend Elon Musk's defense.
Okay, you guys are buddies.
He did not know what happened before he came out on stage, where the ball was thrown into the side of the door to crush the window and make it weaker before it was thrown against the glass. So the rule is, if you're getting attacked with bazookas and it hits your door first, it will crack your window second if you aim at the door first. So you can't throw it at the door first and then crack the bulletproof glass. That's just me standing.
December 3rd, a hostage creates a video and sends it to the media. In the video, we see that the hostage is forced to spend at least 30 minutes a day on a Peloton bike trying to lose that last couple of pounds.
You guys remember her face? Do you remember her face?
It's so terrified.
She was scared for her life.
Horrified.
But now, the ad was horrifying. But did you see the Aviation Gen follow up to that ad?
Yes. Ryan Reynolds
that was
saves
amazing.
everything.
Ryan Reynolds is our
the best,
god.
right? Like the second most handsome Ryan that we have ever seen in our lives.
You're just fat. Sorry, that's fine.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
You should. There's no other option.
Is she a good actor or was
Peloton?
Yeah,
she's amazing. I think they wanted her to look horrified.
Darba de Peloton.
Their whole
is she a good actor?
She
whole
also
angle
has
was-
a kid in the ad, and this never addressed again. It's just
But
like,
she's on the Peloton having the kid.
It's very disconcerting.
December 6th, Italian artist Maurizio Cattian sells his artwork named Comedian for $150,000. The piece includes a banana duct taped to a wall and nothing else.
All right, no fucking jokes. Here's what Here, I want to know what you guys think it means to trick the rich into spending money on dumb shit.
Fuck the rich.
There you go. Maybe that's what his art piece means. Like, some dumbass is going to buy this old-ass banana. Because it means, like, fuck the systems of art and what has become to mean with pop. Art is nothing. Right? Let's not bullshit. Let's not look for the joke. What I'm asking you is where your heart is at on this art subject.
I want to eat literally the rich. I like human flesh.
I like when a banana is like ripe, and it's not old yet.
No,
that's
but
what I eat.
Yeah,
but-
that's what I'm into.
But do you think
That's art to me.
Oh God.
December 20th, the Skywalker saga is mercifully over as Star Wars Episode 9 The Rise of Skywalker is released.
Guys, this was stupid. This was stupid poo-poo shit. Fuck.
It's a bad movie. Very bad pacing. That's ultimately what's wrong with this. A 5-hour movie cut down to 2.5 hours. Every scene is just like the characters are sprinting down the hallway talking about what items they have to find and what they mean to
only
each
have
other.
3 of the 7
Bad
MacGuffins.
Hey, I'm going to quit. I'm going to puke. It's because Skywalker's so bad. It's not because I'm so drunk. Hang in there. I wish I
Don't
could,
hang
Derek.
in here.
Very close.
Don't-
We're very close.
Go so far away. Oh, look at him. I think you should go wherever you want.
Go where you need to go, buddy.
Life
Your
hurts
arm
so
looks pretty
much.
good like that, by the way.
Life
though.
hurts so much.
Yeah, you did your best, buddy.
I already puked and rallied.
Oh, get out! Clear out, everybody. All right.
Drink.
Bye, Mike.
That's it, motherfuckers. It's over. That is the end of the Century of the Year. We hope that Mike is okay. We'll be checking on him right now.
If Mike were here, I think he would say something racist before he left. So thanks, guys.
Look, I have a confession while Mike is out puking. I have somehow managed to nurse one beer the entire time.
Josie!
And I still have some left.
That's the way to fucking do it. All right.
Smart person.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening to this Century of the Year for 2019. Goodbye, 2019.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It seemed shorter and much, much longer than it needed to be, and I came out very poorly in the wash. So, thank you for listening. Tune in next year where hopefully I'm not a pedophile of any sort. That's goodbye.